looking for Keenan Webb. Has a step on the receiver, and it's good at the 10. 5, touchdown, Guthrie Bluejays. And the Guthrie Bluejays are state champions for the first time in school history, and they are celebrating on the field.
The following is a production of Guthrie Football, 4-time state champions.
Staley gets the snap. He's running with it left side. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Guy Staley and the Blue Jays regain the lead.
Next time that I talk to you, I will be talking to the greatest team in Guthrie High School history.
The Blue Jays are looking to add yet another gold ball made of Guthrie blue.
Ryan Dutton takes the snap, and there you have it. The 2011 Class 5A state champions are your very own Guthrie Blue Jays for the third time in school history, and they have dashed onto the field. Motion to the left side. They run to the left side with Alexander. Across the 5, to the 1. Touchdown, Ida Alexander. And for the fourth time in school history, the Guthrie Blue Jays are your Class 5A state champions, and strike up the band one final time.
One thing that will never be replaced is MTXE. Mental toughness, extra effort.
It's being determined to win in the face of all odds, all obstacles, and coming together as a unit to accomplish that.
Year after year, the Blue Jay offense is amongst the most prolific offenses in all of Class 5A.
Option reverse to Callens. Callens looking for throw. Wide open Blaze Hastings. Can they connect? He does. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Reverse pass, and the Blue Jays are on the board. Strike up the band.
It's that time again. It's time for Blue Jay football.
Hit hard. Landry Chapel gets every Blue Jay fan off their seat.
It's now.
Strike up the band.
On the Guthrie Radio Network.
Guthrie football. Open up mics. It's time to go.
Authorization received.
3, 2, 1.
Guthrie Blue Jay Football 2022 is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, and you. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. Exxon, we build better business owners. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. North Church Guthrie, you matter. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 2415. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. And F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. Guthrie Blue Jay Football is also brought to you by the Guthrie Tag Agency, 18 Overhead Door, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Interbank, Hayes Tree Services, Russell Family Pools, Strive Wellness Lounge, and Merritt Roberts, Oklahoma Farm Bureau.
Welcome to Guthrie Football. The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Network.
Throws it up for Dante Foster in a triple coverage. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Anybody, But this you're going to see some good athletes on the Southeast side of the ball tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. And as we officially welcome you inside the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. They got the Blue Jays 5-1 overall, taking on the Southeast Spartans with a 4-2 overall record. We got a lot to get to here in the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. We're going to have the national anthem. We're going to have a special performance by the young cheerleaders, so we don't want to miss any of that. And we got game notes, we got impact players, we got keys to victory. We know the pregame by now. We appreciate everyone checking us out here on Thursday night. It is fall break. That's why we're Thursday. There's a lot of most of the games are Thursday night across the state. There are a good handful of games on Friday night as well. We're going to take our opening timeout here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. When we come back, we'll dive into tonight's game as well as some pregame festivities. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years. I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Strive Wellness Lounge is a professional concierge nursing-led practice using cutting-edge technology to give you convenient care, IV therapy, telehealth, medical weight loss, men's health, ED, testosterone, and hormone therapy. Nutrition and hydration are delivered to your cells via IV infusion. In our Wellness Lounge, or the convenience of your residence, hotel room, or place of business within reasonable time of receiving your call or text. Call us at 405-293-4160.
Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show from Jelsma Stadium. Only 2 guaranteed home games left, one of them here tonight. And Locke Nike will be in a couple weeks for senior night. So we welcome you into the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. And Phil, let's dive into some of our game notes as we get set for this one here tonight. First-year head coach Matt Lane, he's making huge strides. Started the season with the victories over Capitol Hill, Class and SAS, U.S. Grant. Got the big victory over Cash, 36-31. We'll talk about that here in a second.
Yeah, Coach Lane's doing a great job, him and his staff. They're trying to create a culture at Southeast and build a program over there, doing a fabulous job. We talked about those 4 wins so far this year, which is outstanding for them. That big win, as you talked about, over Cash, that's their key win so far. And when you look at the fact that they haven't had a lot of success in the previous years, this is a really good step forward for these kids.
Yeah, 13 wins in the previous 3 seasons. Well, before that, the 6th season before that, they only won 10 games combined. Yeah. So good things happen at Southeast. Top play of the year over Cash, and we'll talk about them all night long. Number 4, Rodney Fields Jr., and number 5, Michael Graham Jr. Both of those have juniors in their last name, but they're also junior in classification. Right. And it was Michael Graham with about a 55-yard pass into the end zone on the last play to beat Cash. It was one of the selections for the top play across the nation, and that was just a few weeks ago, so that was pretty cool to see Southeast up there on the main side. Blue Jays, it looks like, Phil, the return of Isaiah Hammonds happens tonight.
Yeah, and Isaiah, he's the best player on our team. I think we all agree with that. Returning almost 1,600-yard rusher from last year, and just a fabulous high school football player, great running back. But we'll get him back, try to get him back into playing shape, get him some game action. Wouldn't expect to see him to play a full game tonight. I think you're going to see him play, get some snaps, but you don't want to go too hard this week. with that big game looming next week for the Blue Jays.
We have a stat here, Phil, and we're going to give credit to John Chappell. So if it's not right, it's John Chappell's fault. If it's correct, it's all credit to him. But did you know it was 100 years ago this season Guthrie made the playoffs for the very first time?
You know, I remember that well. I was a sophomore.
Yeah.
And, it was a big year. It was a big win.
It was good. It was good. Also, the Lady Jays playing the state softball tournament right now. We're going to give you updates through the entire night. Right now, Tahlequah, the 3 seed, the Lady Jays, the 6 seed. Right now, Tahlequah leads at 1-0. They're in the bottom of the second inning. Guthrie's the visitors. We'll give you updates throughout the entire night. Got to take a time out. We got to get to our national anthem and our cheerleaders. Take a time out now. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays!
They told us 6:45. Oh, by the way, great job there by the national anthem by the Guthrie High School band. We apologize. They told us 6:45, and they went a few minutes early. So we were hoping to always get that ahead of time to showcase the band, but the organization was just a couple of minutes off. Nonetheless, we have special cheerleaders coming up. We don't want to miss that either. But anyway, we appreciate you tuning in here to the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Southeast Spartans with a record of 4-2. Blue Jays 5-1. Heartbreaking loss last week, and you don't like any losses, but you come away with, you know what? That was a great high school football game. We came up on the short end, but, man, we're pretty good this year.
Well, I said this earlier. I felt better about our opportunity to win a gold ball this year after the game than I did coming into the game. And listen, we know we have a very good football team, but that was our first real test.
Yeah.
And, we went in without Isaiah Hammonds. It's not an excuse. You play with who you have. But it's also the reality that we're a different team offensively with Isaiah Hammonds in the backfield. And so I like our chances. I think that's a game that we could have won very easily. But it was a classic game. Another 2 years in a row we've been treated to just wonderful football games against McGinnis, and came out on the short end this year. But, man, what a big-time performance by our kids last week.
Yeah, no doubt. Carl Albert is next week. We're going to be talking plenty about that here in a few moments throughout the night. And can update you, Lady J softball, after 2 innings of play at USA Hall of Fame Stadium, still trails the Tahlequah team 1-0. The Tahlequah Tigers, the 3 seed, the Lady Jays, the 6 seed. It was very cool to see them sent off today from the high school to Hall of Fame Stadium. Had a police escort out of town. So Lady Jays looking to rally. They've been in the state tournament the last 2 years. Just got to get past that hump of winning that first game, and then after that, anything can happen. So they got a few more innings of work to do.
Yeah, listen, softball is, softball, baseball, both. They're just the littlest thing, right, is the difference between winning and losing in those sports. And I think what our girls have proven over the last 2 seasons is they're as good as anybody in 5A. They're very capable of going out, trailing right now 1-0, but there's a lot of innings left to play, and I have confidence our girls will get back up on top of them and move on to the next round. We're
a few seconds away from our future cheerleaders here at Guthrie High School. I'm sure it's organized. Well, they got straight lines now. It looks very organized. But my understanding, the cheerleaders and the band are going to work together for a special cheer, and we're going to try to put as many faces on the screen as we can here for this presentation. Don't want to miss any of it, but do stay tuned. Here in a little bit, we're going to have our keys to victory, our impact players, and, of course, our Mercy Health report. And one of our keys, Phil, is going to be, we're going to spoil it now, is to stay healthy tonight and get some nagging injuries. Good news, Isaiah is back this week, but there's some nagging injuries, as you would expect here in Week 7 of the high school football season, that you got to get shored up for next week. Yeah, get them shored up. You're going to see some kids that you would normally see out there with this week. No disrespect to the Southeast kids, but this is a ball game that the Blue Jays should win handily. So you have some opportunities, get some other kids some experience on Friday nights playing in a game and rest up some of those other kids a little dinged up. Going into tonight. Get them ready for next week, that big game against Carlisle. All right, let's go downstairs and check out our future cheerleaders. All right, Phil, there was the first cheer. You looked impressed. Well, I'm impressed. Got a lot of numbers down there. I was telling you, that looks a lot like you trying to organize our team when we're doing a pregame meeting. But, no, the girls look wonderful. Appreciate all the adults spending time with these babies, getting them down there. And it's great to see them intermingled with the high school kids and these young ladies, just much like the young boys and girls that play football in the Little League program. Yeah. They look up to these high school boys. These young ladies look up to these Blue Jay cheerleaders. It's a big deal for them to be down on the field and get to go down and do a cheer for us. All right, I think we're into our final cheer right here. We'll check it out, the sights and sounds of the Guthrie High School band and the future cheerleaders at Guthrie High School. And there it is, a great rendition of the Guthrie High School cheerleaders, the Guthrie High School band, and youth cheer, Phil. And we thank them for entertaining the crowd here at Jelsma Stadium in the pregame. Take a time out here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Come back, keys to victory, our impact players, and our Mercy Health report. All coming up here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m., where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
You can buy a pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or van anywhere. But why would you buy one without a guarantee? At John Vance Auto Group, our pre-owned vehicles come with our lifetime engine, transmission, and other powertrain components guarantee at no charge. Now that's peace of mind. We offer some of the lowest interest rates, too.
Everything you've heard about John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Southeast Spartans, Guthrie Bluejays. 4-2 Spartans, 5-1 Blue Jays. The first of many fight songs here tonight by the Guthrie High School Marching Band. Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Bank First and Laverne's over to our right here, and just they do there's one of those staples of not only Guthrie but downtown Guthrie.
Well, and Laverne, I mean, it all starts at the top, and Laverne's as good of a man as you'll find anywhere, and does so much in our community, as does his staff. He has a great team down there. I've been a customer of Laverne since the day I moved to town. It was a sad day for a few, Chris, but 20-some years I've been a customer of Laverne and Bank First, and they do a great job with all of our banking needs, whether it's personal, business, doesn't matter what it is. They take great care of us. Great jobs.
Absolutely. Bank First, 2 convenient downtown locations. Let's go ahead and get to our keys to victory, Phil. And again, Guthrie Blue Jays, heavy favorites tonight. The 2 losses for Southeast come to Piedmont, 63-32. Carl Albert, 70-18. So, things are realistic. Let's keep them realistic, I should say. But keys to victory it's just keep it simple. Graham. They got an outstanding quarterback and outstanding running back. Yeah,
those 2 kids are as good athletes as we'll see. I mean, these are 2 kids that if they were on the Guthrie team or they were on a Carl Albert team or they're on the McGinnis team, they would be out there performing for those caliber of clubs. They're very, very good athletes, do a fabulous job.
We'll get back to the keys to victory. Don't want to miss the coin toss here. Don't got the microphone down there, but it's always cool to see the sights and pictures as you see the Jays and the Spartans shaking hands here.
Miss Aaron's down there.
Yes, she is down there with Athletic Director John Chappell. Looks like she will be maybe flipping a coin or presenting a coin to the official tonight, and we'll get this coin toss here in a second. We got one more break I think we got to get to, and then we'll have kickoff here. Everything's a little ahead of schedule on our itinerary tonight, so let's get this coin toss in here real quick. You knew Aaron, if she's going out there, she's going to flip it.
Well, Aaron, this coin may go 50 feet in the air. Aaron's not shy. I can promise you.
There it was. Hey, good job, Aaron. She helps the Jays win the toss. Guthrie probably going to defer and get that defense on the field. We're going to take a timeout, our final timeout. When we come back, Blue Jays on the field. Kickoff after this. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
Do you want to go from this to this? Are you tired of your pool looking like a swamp thing? Are you ready for the country club look right in your own backyard? If so, you have come to the right place. Russell Family Pools is one of the stop shop for all your pool needs. Openings, closing, weekly, monthly cleanings, pool equipment, maintenance. We do it all. We also offer power washing for all of your decks and concrete surroundings. Come be part of the family. Call Doug at any time, 405-323-3655.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited.
Here come the Blue Jays out on to Jelsma Stadium. Here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
That's a great shot by Kel Evans there.
Jays have made their way onto the field. Southeast getting ready to make their way onto the field here. Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Southeast awaiting their turn to come onto the turf here at Jelsma. Again, Only one guaranteed game after tonight inside Jelsma Stadium. We'll talk about playoff scenarios. It's a little too early, but next week we'll really truly know. But we'll talk into some scenarios throughout the night on do you want to finish first? Of course you want to finish first.
Yeah.
What happens if you finish first? What happens if you finish second? What happens if you finish third in the playoffs? And what that might look like might surprise you a little bit more on that here a little bit later on. Let's go ahead and get back to our keys to victory, Phil. Real quickly, it starts with Graham and Phil's. We'll talk about them throughout the entire night. But for sustained drives, Southeast defense, they've struggled all season. They're going to give up points, but they got to create turnovers, keep their offense on the field. Guthrie, just play mistake-free.
Yeah, and continue to get healthy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big thing going into this heavy part of the district schedule, and get to the quarterback early and often. That defensive line's done a fabulous job all year. See them continue to do that stuff. And I want to say real quick, Chris, our offensive line, I tell you, they did a great job last week. They've continued to mature each week. We've got a lot of youngsters on that front line, but boy, they're doing a great job.
Let's go ahead and take a look at some of our impact players of tonight's game. And got a couple of offensive linemen on there. The big ugly, 67 right tackle, Justin Berryhill. Samaje Morgan, the center. He's been outstanding all season long. Two great men on that offensive line. An offensive line that had questions coming into the season.
Yeah, they've done a fabulous job. I mean, they're just great kids, and they're working hard, providing great leadership up front for the youngsters. Doing a great job. And then, of course, on defense, we got sorry, Chris, we got the name wrong. We got Nate Benford.
The cornerback. He was our player of the game last week by North Church Guthrie. And then big number 50 for the Guthrie Bluejays has done a great job. Trayvon Braxton, he's a junior.
He's done a great job getting penetration all year, getting great push up front. And, defense, if you got a defensive line, getting push and really controlling that line of scrimmage, well, a lot of that allows your linebackers to go and make plays and be athletic.
Blue Jays will be kicking left to right on your device. Appreciate everyone checking us out. Ria's watching. GF Guthrie's checking us out. Matt Hattie, she's always checking us out. Greg Gibson as well. We appreciate everybody checking us out on our GMP TV view. And now we're waiting to official time to start. There's the whistle from the official to get everything started here. Again, Southeast is going to have a couple exciting players to watch tonight. And number 4, running back Ronnie Fields Jr., number 5, Michael Graham Jr. Noah French to kick off for the Blue Jays. Southeast Spartans will have Fields back to receive this when they kick away from him. That's a smart move. However, number 9 is pretty good himself as he go across the field, 20, and he hit pretty hard at the 24-yard line. On the return was LaDanian Fields.
See right there, number 9's got some real speed, Chris. I mean, an athletic kid, and we talked about that. You're going to see some really athletic skill kids out on the field. The defense has struggled in district play, but offensively, number 5 Graham and number 4 Fields are as good as athletes as you'll see.
And when we're going to talk about Southeast throughout the time, man, they're all juniors.
Yeah.
There's some seniors, there's some sophomores, but man, they're all juniors.
Yeah, very heavy.
So here's our first look. And looks like they're going to mix it up a little bit. Number 10 takes the shotgun snap, and Tay Bullock. First pass downfield, and it's going to be incomplete at the 45. Nate Benford on the coverage. Intended receiver was LaDanian Fields. And Phil, if you're the underdog, why not go for it all?
Well, I mean, go see what you can do. Mix it up. You got somebody else under center, like we talked about. Number 10 Bullock in there,
yeah.
and usually is playing the wideout position. But I mean, you got nothing to lose. Yeah,
I'm not
either.
I'm not seeing Michael Graham Jr. He wears jersey number 5, and there's not a number 5 out there.
We didn't get the old jersey switcheroo, did we?
Chauncey Law, we've seen that before. It's been a little while, but
it usually happens over at the, what is it called?
Low snap, and Blue Jays there. There's the Trayvon Braxton. We were talking about him, Phil. Number 50, Jackson Walters in on the tackle as well.
Yeah, and, usual suspects there. We talked about the impact player. You see him right there, number 50 for the Jays. And very quick up front. Very, very quick up front. But and this is going to give Southeast trouble. Our defense will give them trouble all night. They're going to have a hard time get to really even get a rhythm in the flow of the game. So, but I am very interested to see where Graham's at.
Loss of 1 on the play back to the 23. It's 3rd down and 11. Spartans that throw for the second time. They throw it up and just overshoot the intended receiver 10, 15 yards. And Southeast will have to punt the football away. Not a real strong punting team either. So of the 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams, they really struggle punting the football. So we'll see if Guthrie can get great field position on their opening drive.
Yeah, get great field position. And the key for the Guthrie offense, first we got to have a clean exchange of the ball here. And Jalen will do a great job back there. But then when the offense gets on the field, they need to play clean. Yeah. You know, mistake-free, execute. I'm not saying this is like a practice, but this is an opportunity to get better.
And you want to do it clean, like we talked about.
Correct. I mean, you know, we got to clean up the mistakes. You go up against Carl Albert, we saw last week against McGinnis, you know, just a couple mistakes here and there, and it's a difference maker when you're playing these top-tier 5A2 teams.
Yeah, Southeast unable to get organized, and now it's going to be a delay game. So, again, this is not their strongest point. They're working on it, getting better at it, but punting the football has not been clean for them this season in the few games that I have watched with them. But I say that, but I'm cheering for them. I mean, I want the best snap. I want the best punt. It's just hard not to cheer for these guys.
Well, and I want our listeners, I think listeners understand this. You know, these are all Oklahoma kids, no matter what side of the ball, and you want to see all these kids have good experiences. They work very, very hard. And
Jackson picks it up at the 35 on the near side, quickly to the 20, and Guthrie will have tremendous field position inside the red zone.
Yeah, I see on the integrity heat in there replay there. But I think there's just, you know, what I was saying is you want to highlight these kids. These kids from Southeast work so hard. You know, we want to give them an opportunity to be acknowledged and to go out and compete. And they will compete tonight, but their backs are up against it.
Yeah, no doubt. And there it is, field number 30, Isaiah Hammonds. Good to see number 30 back on the field.
That's great to see him down. Got the brace on for preventative reasons.
1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. Ball marked at the 19-yard line. Give it off to Isaiah, and Southeast, they know what a scouting report looks like. Isaiah hit for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, and, you know, this is why you play Isaiah this week. You want to get him back out there. Ronnie and I were talking about this. Ronnie made a great point. You want him to get confidence in the knee.
Yeah.
You know, it was a great point Ronnie made in pregame meeting we had, but, you know, he's got to get some carries under his belt and understand that he can trust that knee.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11 to give it off to Jalen Shelf. He's got a great block by Titan downfield at the 15, close to the 1st down marker. And I think we might be able to get a replay of big number 3 Titan. He's a receiver, but he was a blocker there, Phil.
Yeah, look at the integrity heat in their replay right here. Look at number 3 right here. Great job sustaining that block, driving his guy 3-4 yards to the sideline. Allowed for that nice gain.
Hand off to Isaiah up the middle, 1st down and more. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Isaiah Hammonds in the end zone.
Well, 2nd touch of the game and in the end zone. That's what you want to see for Isaiah. That's that confidence. Also, he's got to get back in game shape, right? I mean, he's got to get back in the flow of it, get a normal routine for him. So that's a great way for Isaiah to start. Good to see him jogging off the field, Chris.
Yeah, great shot there. Yeah. Camera operator Kel Evans, and Hayden Calvert to stay in there to hold for Noah French. Trying to make this a 7-0 ball game. Snap, hold, and the kick. All 3 are good. Guthrie with an early 7-0 advantage. 9:50 play in quarter number 1. Take a timeout from Jelsma Stadium. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma, or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Chris Evans, Phil Nichols, and Ronnie Phillips with you here on GMP TV. Got Ronnie back up in the booth this week, working on getting back there. All four of his fans want him back down there, and Phil, you're working on it.
Well, both of them came up to me and said,
no, he's up to 4. No.
His wife,
well, I haven't visited. Oh,
his wife and child.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, 2.
Now, but we're excited. We've got some prospects. We're down a man right now, but we will have somebody up here with us. Be making the trips with us shortly.
French to kick this one off. Filled it at the 15-yard line. Here's a return for the Spartans, quickly to the 30 and to the 32-yard line. It's a 17-yard return for the Spartans. Guthrie Bluejays on a John Vance Motor scoring summary as they go 3 plays, 19 yards in just 58 seconds, and Isaiah Hammond with that 11-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, I did a great job. We got it here on the integrity, heat and air. I'm sorry, we've got the. See if we can dial that up.
There we
go. There's a touchdown on integrity, heat and air replay of the game. Isaiah in the end zone did a nice job. Had a couple little cuts there. As he continues to get touches, he's going to get more and more confident with that leg. But he looked great right there.
Yeah, and for Isaiah, you want that contact too. You want to feel a couple of hits on you. Get ready for those Carl Albert Titans next week. Spartans will have it 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. It's a completed pass and some positive yards out to the 35-yard line. Here comes a late flag. Check that. Update from USA Hall of Fame Stadium in the Class 5A state tournament. 3 innings have been played. Tahlequah still leads the Guthrie Lady Jays 1-0. It's a single elimination tournament, so if the Lady Jays lose tonight, their season is done. If they win, they're playing tomorrow afternoon.
Mustang #1 team in 6A got knocked off today.
Sure did.
And I hate that. I've got a great family, friends, and Danny Picklesheimer, his beautiful wife Holly, their daughter Logan will be attending Oklahoma State University next year and playing for the Cowgirls. An outstanding catcher, but her high school career is over.
Yeah, Patty Gasso thought she might get her down in Norman, but went to instead.
Well, you know, Oklahoma's
can't go wrong
school.
either way.
Yeah, that's right.
First down and 22 following the penalty. Down the field, it's a good pass, but pass is incomplete. Good coverage step for step. Braden Cheney on the coverage. It brings up a 2nd down and 22, and still not seeing Michael Graham Jr. I don't know. He was in there to punt, and now assuming he's still jersey number 5.
We're making that assumption.
Now he's in there.
Okay.
So I had to sit out the first series. He's in there now. Phil's next to him. Graham to throw. Forced out of the pocket by Braxton. Points out the coverage, and it's caught at the 43-yard line, and that's what they can do, Phil.
Well, and that's what we were talking about. Very athletic kids in the skilled positions, your running backs, wide outs, of course, at the quarterback spot. Very athletic in those positions. Hey, I want to give a shout-out real quick. We got Grandma Burleson watching from South Texas. Appreciate you having here, Benita Burleson watching.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Pick up a 23, good for a first down out to the Guthrie 43. We'll call it the 44-yard line. We got to be precise on our yards tonight, Phil.
Oh, wow.
Next pass is incomplete, and so it's either right on the money or 10 yards too strong right now for Southeast.
See, what I took from that is just how strong his arm is. I mean, he can flat zip the ball. I mean, very, very strong arm. We've seen that on film from him throughout the year. Very strong arm. Ronnie, we got one of your fans on here. Mad Hattie 14 says, more Ronnie, go Cali County. If we can just hear from the other fan, it'll be a complete night for Ronnie.
2nd down and 10 for the Spartans from the 44-yard line. 4 receiver set. Graham back to throw. Looking near side, comes near side. It's caught at midfield. Breaks the tackle, far side 40. 35, 30, 25, and down at the 20-yard line.
That athleticism we've been talking about. That'll wake the Blue Jay defense up a little bit. They came in here in expectation of a shutout. You see the speed there. Yeah, look at the speed. I mean, just a very athletic kid.
A 24-yard pickup. It's the 2nd first down on this drive. Here comes the 5th play, and the Southeast Spartans in the red zone of the Blue Jays. Graham comes to the near side, options it off to Fields Jr. Has an angle, breaks a tackle, 15 to the 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown Southeast.
Well, that will not be well received on the Blue Jays sideline. Now, but again, you're seeing that speed, that athleticism of this Southeast team.
"19-yard touchdown run, and Southeast within an extra point of tying this one up." Boy, it didn't take quick. It didn't take long, I should say.
No, it didn't take long at all. Say hello to Nico Pena's father, Ernesto, joining us. Hello, Ernesto.
Good look at the kicker for Southeast, number 3, Keon Holland. Extra point is no good, so the score is now 7-6. Southeast on the board. We'll take a timeout. 8:16 to play in quarter number 1. This Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At Terry Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, and Dennis Oaks aren't limited to any single provider. We'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terry Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terry Insure Group at 405-293-4880 or stop by at 622 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terry Insure Group, insuring your world.
Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Guthrie Bluejays from the first game all the way to the championship game. With years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Lynette and Chuck take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. The Hayes family supports Guthrie student athletes on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz. Visit online at hayesfh.com.
Phil, it was not lip service when we said Southeast is a better ball club, and I don't know what the final score will be tonight, but that shows you what's going on with head coach Matt Lane and the Spartans offense.
Well, I mean, listen, we've said it all night. They have good athletes. I mean, these kids are fast, they're athletic. You can see how well Graham throws the ball. He's got a very strong arm. He can do it with his legs also.
We saw Fields Jr., their number 4, take the handoff and outrun a Blue Jay.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're athletic. We're going to have to play. That's what we're saying. We got to play clean, sound football.
S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. It's an onside kick, and Cheney. Is that Cheney? I think it was. Cheney went up high to get that one. Good job there by Braden Cheney to be aware of things. And like we said with Southeast, just take every chance, man.
Why not? No, why not? I like that. I like that play.
What's the difference in Guthrie going 52 yards or 82 yards?
Doesn't matter, and I think that what that also tells you is they're coming here trying to find a way to win the ball game, and I love to see that. Braden Cheney, man, he's had a great senior campaign, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
Tough kid.
Guthrie will have great field position here at their own 48. Toss goes to Isaiah. Needs every part of the field down on the far side. He's out of bounds. We'll see where they mark him just shy. Where's the zebra at?
Yeah, we got a flag on the play. Looks like that might be coming back. We got a hold here at the end of the play.
Indeed it is. We can go real quick and take a look at the John Vance Motor scoring summary as we dissect that flag here. 5 plays, 68 yards, a minute 23 for the Spartans. And it was Fields with that 19-yard touchdown. Rodney Fields Jr. with that 19-yard touchdown run. That is your John Vance Motor scoring summary. So the penalty will move it back all the way to the 41-yard line. Guthrie will get the down over, first down and 10. Calvert to throw for the first time tonight. Throws it on the run, has Ty at midfield. He's at the 45 and driven out of bounds near the 40-yard line. It'll be close to the first down on first down and 17. They're going to mark it, I do believe, at the 42, which, if it's the full 42-yard line, should be close to a first down.
Another flag on the play.
So extra yards after that one. Hands to the face, as you all saw.
Chris, we have a situation on YouTube.
What do we got?
Well, I'm not very happy with Chris Talbert right now. So I'll throw one in for Ronnie as well. Fan base is growing.
Penalty moves it to the 27-yard line. Here's Isaiah dancing out to the outside. Across the 25, he's still dancing to the 20, 15, and finally driven out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
And that's, you're seeing, when we talk about how you miss Isaiah, I mean, it's obvious you miss him, 1,500-plus yard rusher, but that's what he can do for you in the running game. It also allows Harper to focus on playing wide out and gives Calvert another target down the field. So offensively, we're a much stronger team, obviously, with Isaiah in the backfield.
Isaiah with a 13-yard run. Calvert keeps it this time up the middle. Big hole for him as he goes across the 5 and down to the 1-yard line. A 13-yard run for Hayden Calvert.
Well, they got him in.
Oh,
they came
touchdown.
in late.
I apologize. The official on the far side came in, marked it down.
Yeah.
They talked, and they're going to give Hayden the touchdown.
Yeah, the back judge came up and said, nope, he got in, and side judge and him talked for a little bit, line judge and him talked for a little bit, and said, yep, that's a touchdown.
The side judge, huh?
Yeah.
Or the back judge, you said?
The back judge came up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The side judge said, hey, we're over here for a reason.
Yeah. Well, they talked.
Okay. Blue Jays will definitely take that. Hayden Calvert with the 14-yard touchdown run. Guthrie back on top by 7. Extra point will be delayed. Another flag. Guthrie will obviously decline this. It was offsides on Southeast.
Mad Hattie just reported, unfortunately, the Lady Jays are down 4-0.
Here's the extra point by the Jays. It's a line drive, but good. Guthrie increases their lead for the first time to 8 points, 14-6. 7:22 left in quarter number 1. Timeout from Jelsma. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Cheeseburger. You got it. Just up with the cheese now. I got the pickles. Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic Cheesecake Blast.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
Well, if you're in the points in the first quarter, you tune into the right ball game.
That's right. You're flying on both sides.
We'll have the scoring summary here after the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. Got to visit with Eric Little before kickoff.
Good dude.
Had the family out. Had a couple of cheerleaders in the pregame show as well.
Yeah. He's got a very tall 6th grade son.
Does.
Handsome. Looks just like his mom.
Noah French to kick this one off. Kicks this one off deep. And here comes number 9. Boy, he's dangerous. He's looking for a hole to sneak into, but Guthrie will defend this one well. Southeast will have it at their own 21-yard line.
Yeah, and the Blue Jays, you know, the defensive squad just gave up that drive, a long drive, that ended in a Southeast score. You know, they've been coached up on the sidelines, I promise you. So it'll be interesting to see the intensity level. And that's one of the dangers of a game like this, too. You know, the crowds aren't really into it. You can't really blame the crowds, right? It's just everybody comes in kind of assuming they know what the outcome's going to be. So this is a situation where the boys got to get themselves motivated and get in the game.
Spartans go back to work, coming off that nice drive of 68 yards to get into the end zone. Graham to throw, looks far side, forced out of the pocket, directing traffic downfield and has a man, and it is ruled incomplete. Had a receiver streaking open there. Both fields, Ladanian Fields and Rodney Fields in the area. Incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Get a good look there at Zach Henry. Blue Jays scoring drive was another quick one, Phil. 3 plays, 52 yards, less than a minute. Hayden Calvert from 14 out.
Yeah, Hayden continues his great performance on the field. He's really came on the last 4 games and just been an outstanding performer for the Blue Jays.
Incomplete pass makes it 2nd down and 10. Graham to throw again. Graham forced out of the pocket again. Throws it on the run again. That one out of bounds. So we're starting to see Southeast really comfortable with the rollout, especially to the right, not against the grain.
Yeah, and Graham was smart to just throw that ball away. He didn't try to do too much there. But Blue Jay defense, I'll tell you what, this is one of the best defenses in 5A. They play great as a unit. I mean, really play good assignment football. And then got some really outstanding athletes on the field as well.
3rd down and 10. 4 receivers. Guthrie will bring 5. Little screen pass caught by Fields. Trying to get the inside edge. He does. 30, stiff arm, out of bounds at the 35-yard line. No, it's going to be a little before that, so it's going to be close to the 1st down marker. It's going to be real close, Phil.
I think they'll give it to him there, and you see that speed again. I mean, it's, these young men outside, they get out to the outer edge. They've got speed to burn.
It is a pickup of 10 yards. It'll be 1st down for the Southeast Spartans. Into 4 innings now. Tahlequah leads Guthrie 4-0, as you mentioned, Phil. 2 scored on. We have a couple of reporters there coming back. They thought it was maybe a bad call at second base, but nonetheless, Guthrie down to 9 outs. They're trying to get some runs. And speaking of running, there's Fields across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Pickup of 8.
Yeah, I mean, our kids, you look down there, just calling it right down the middle. Pretty flat right now defensively, and they've got to get. This is where those senior leaders have got to get the team going and get in the game and be able to play up to their ability. Southeast is very athletic, but they should not be able to move the chains like this on the Blue Jays.
2nd down and 2 play. Good look at Graham there as he takes the shotgun snap. He'll look to throw downfield again. The receiver has the edge. He makes the catch at the 20-yard line and tackled at the 16.
I'm telling you guys. Telling you, offensively, these kids are dangerous.
Sean Graham, number 7, came back and got it for the reception.
Man, what a great throw there by Graham. Outstanding pass.
43-yard reception. 6th play of the drive for Southeast in the red zone. Little screen pass caught by Fields. First guy misses, he fumbles, gets it, comes right back to him. The ball usually doesn't bounce like that, but luckily for Southeast it does. Josh Farnell on the tackle.
Well, Josh has done a great job this year. He's got a good motor on him. He's always around the ball, what you'd expect and want from your linebacker. But again, let's talk about this Graham kid. I mean, he's got an arm, Chris.
Yeah. Loss of 6 on the play, back to the 22-yard line. Makes it 2nd down and 16. Graham, shotgun snap. That is a strong arm. That one too strong over the head. Couple of the Blue Jay defenders in there. Nate Benford, as well as Zach Henry, the corner and the safety. Good look there at defensive coordinator Kelly Beebe, Blue Jay head coach since 2014.
Yeah, and he's done a great job at the head spot. But I'll tell you what, absolutely one of the best defensive coordinators in high school football. He's got one speed when he's out there calling the defense.
3rd down and 16. Obviously 4-down territory here for the Spartans of Southeast High School. And you talk about a proud tradition of high school athletes that have come through there through the years. Obviously the heydays in the 60s and the 70s. But boy, they have some of the biggest names out there. Gerald McCoy, OU football, Mickey Telton. And then there's some old-timers in there as well.
Old-timers?
Well, your age. Your kinfolk.
One of them played for the Cardinals. He was a receiver for the Cardinals.
Porter?
Daryl Porter.
We'll keep it here.
Oh, okay.
We'll keep it here. 3rd down and 16. After the timeout, we'll see what Southeast has in store here on this 3rd down play. But
you talked about Gerald McCoy. He sure hasn't forgotten where he came from over the years. He's done many things for Southeast High. These beautiful jerseys the kids are wearing are courtesy of Gerald McCoy. I know he did some things, putting new band uniforms on the band a few years back and many other things. But it's always good when you see alumni come back and support their high schools. Of course, Gerald was a standout in the NFL.
Yeah, he's still going. I think the injuries over the last couple of years have really hampered him.
It's winding up. It's winding down for him. But, boy, he's had a great career and just a great representative of Oklahoma as a whole.
Zed Robbins checking us out tonight. Kid has a cannon. Talking about Michael Graham Jr. We've been spotlighting the entire night, and Zeb and others are finally getting to see it themselves. We'll see what kind of arm speed he has here on 3rd down and 16. 5 receivers. Graham forced out of the pocket. Herzl can't bring him down. The throw on the run is caught inside the 10, then dropped. Incomplete pass, and that would have been huge for Southeast with that completion.
And that was right on the numbers. I mean, it was right on the numbers. Should have been caught. Had somebody tell us that Rusty Hilger, was Rusty a Southeast kid? I didn't think he was. I know he played for the Raiders, but Rusty and Mickey Tinaloo played together at Southeast. My mom went to school with them.
Well, I would go with Jen.
I'm going with Jen. Rusty, a great quarterback for the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Graham on 4th down and 16 comes to the near side, and it's incomplete over the head of the intended receiver, number 9, LaDainian Fields, and Southeast will turn it over on downs.
Oh, he's got a cannon. That ball got there now. Kid can flat spin it. Jen, I want to thank you for that great bit of information.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. I did not know that Rusty. I think Rusty didn't Rusty pass away?
I'm not sure.
I always make Chris nervous when I say stuff like this. Let me effort that.
Good idea, Phil. We owe it to his family.
Maybe I should have done that sooner.
Or quietly. Hand off to Isaiah, gets to the 26-yard line, pick up a 4.
Please God be alive. I'm killing people off up here. Oh boy. I am sad to report that I was correct. We did lose Rusty back in 2019.
4-yard pickup for Isaiah. 3 receivers in the formation. 13 on the play clock. Calvert to survey the Southeast 3-man front. I'll hand it off to Isaiah. Nothing up the middle. Bounces to the outside. Still trying to bounce it. And he'll be brought down. Nice open field tackle there by Myshawn Graham, the sophomore. Not much there. It is some positive yards, but not a whole lot there for the senior running back.
Yeah, I kept trying to bounce it outside, and you know he'll keep doing that, and he'll break one. I mean that's what he does. He does a great job between the tackles as well, and
they'll give Isaiah 2 yards, so it's 3rd down and 4. 3:39 has been a very lengthy first quarter.
It has.
Calvert to throw. Eaton's wide open. He has a downfield block. He has a first down across the 30, across the 35, and down at the 36-yard line. Pickup of 8 yards, and the Jays will move the chains.
Boy, Ty's got some jets, doesn't he? When he puts a toe on the ground, decides he's going to run. I mean, he is super quick. You see it on the integrity heat in there replay. Watch right here. He says, nope, let me go get the chains. Covered a lot of yards in a short period of time.
Good shot there by Kel Evans. On-field cameraman. Phil, remember, today's Thursday. A lot of people got to go to work tomorrow. 1st and 10. Isaiah hit at the line of scrimmage.
Good job by Southeast.
Surely was. Got in there quick, did number 1, Chauncey Law. Chauncey Law, guess what, Phil? Guess what classification he is?
I'm going to go junior.
Yeah, he's a junior. Yeah. They're all juniors for Southeast about.
And I've seen a lot of kids with the same last name, so I'm starting to think we got a lot of cousins or a lot of brothers. And
couple Fields.
Yeah, great job there by Kel Evans, doing a fabulous job. You know, ever since you gave him that raise, he was always good.
Was it the Tuttle performance?
Yes, it bumped it up even more. I'm a little salty because I didn't get a raise myself.
Here goes Calvert up to the 41-yard line. Pick up a 4, so another 3rd down play upcoming for the Blue Jays. 5-1. Carl Albert on the horizon. A couple weeks it'll be senior night with Lawton Ike, and Guthrie finished our regular season on the road at Shawnee. And then we got those playoffs, and we'll talk about those playoffs and what that might look like in the second half.
I've never wanted to finish 3rd in a district so bad in my life.
You want to finish first so you can be the best, one of the best classes, but number 3 might be the route to go.
Oh, it's easier than 1 and 2.
Not to give it the entire tease away. 3rd and 4. Calvert.
I'm struggling tonight.
Yeah, you want to finish 3rd.
I'm struggling. You know what? Let's just wrap it up and go to postgame.
Carson Wilder with the reception. Nice run after the catch to the Southeast 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 yards.
Yeah, Carson consistently has just done a great job all year. He's always going to get 2 or 3 good big receptions. We've seen him under center. Does a lot offensively for the Blue Jays.
90 seconds left to play in first quarter. Calvert, play action. Nobody's open. Good coverage. Throws at the last second. Did a great job of just getting rid of the football. Good sportsmanship by both sides. Hayden Calvert and number 57, who took him down to the ground, T.C. Graham. That's 3 different Grahams now.
That's 3 Grahams. I'm starting to get nervous. Look how athletic 57 looks. That's
73.
That's a good-looking kid right there.
Calvert did a great job of able to get rid of that one and saved a sack yardage.
Well, he has really developed into a heck of a good high school football player. Funny kid, too.
Yeah,
He's very funny.
Little toss to Isaiah. He's got to make one guy miss, and it's going to be tough because that's Fields who throws him out of bounds. Might have been a loss on the play. It is back to the 49.
Yeah, and, you saw it a little bit there. Isaiah, typically that's one he'll lower his head and go in. I think he's still trying to get some confidence in the knee. Knee's fine, but there's something about an injured knee. I know you know about injuries, Chris. You're battling through something right now
fighting through it right now. Appreciate that.
But you've got to, sometimes it takes a little time.
Third and 11. Calvert to throw. Eaton's open. Can they connect? What a catch! He does. It's a first down and more. And Ty Eaton with the catch and the run. It's a touchdown for the Blue Jays. 49-yard highlight run catch for Ty Eaton.
Wow, what an outstanding catch by Ty Eaton. Went up and got that one-handed. My eyes are old, but I think that was one-handed, wasn't it, Chris?
What a play, Ty Eaton.
Let's see if we can get it here on the Integrity Heat and Air replay. One-handed grab, brings it down, secures the ball, and he's off to the races. You're not going to catch him. Fabulous job.
Tyron Eaton. Here's the extra point. We'll cue that one up and check that out a few more times. Extra point is good. Guthrie increasing their lead 21-6. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Got a lot of time.
I'm not talking about anything the rest of the night. I'm just going to let you do what you do, and I'll just jump in and follow in later. I've given away everything we were going to talk about in the first half. Sorry.
Well, it was an impressive drive there by the Blue Jays. 9 plays and, let's see here, 22 yards. That would be 78 yards. 9 plays, 78 yards. And working on the couple of highlights here by the Ty Eaton. I can tell you the John Vance Motor scoring summary: 9 plays, 78 yards, 3 minutes and 56-second drive. And Guthrie was able to get a couple of first downs in there to make it now 21-6.
Yeah, I think there's, mission accomplished, right, if we get through this. I think at the end of the first half, you're going to see, in the second half, you're going to start seeing a lot of kids on the field. This will be a game where there should be a lot of kids get playing time, get game action on Friday nights. And, and that's what you hope for in a game like this. Number one thing, you want to come out of it healthy. You don't want any injuries going into the next few weeks. But so far, so good.
Here's that replay, Phil, by Ty. We're going to try to slow it down just to show you the one hand there, and there it was.
Wow. That's such an athletic play. That's so hard to do.
Yeah,
That's hard to do in your backyard, let alone in a game situation, fully padded. You never played football. Those pads have an effect on you. I mean, it's restricts your mobility a little bit, and I tell you, he just went up and made a great play.
S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. Noah French to perform that once again. There's too many weapons out there. It's hard to kick away from anybody. That one's a good location there. Southeast unable to field it, and it will go out of bounds. And Spartans football, first down and 10. Although I have put on the gloves, those football gloves.
You need to put them on. You wear them all the time when you're home.
But they do stick.
They're sticky.
They are sticky. That does help.
Back in the day, the glory days.
Steve Largent days?
A little before that.
Okay.
But back in the day, there was this stuff called Stickum. You ever remember Stickum?
Was that around during the tearaway jerseys?
Oh, yeah, I don't know, the half shirts. Oh, now we're talking.
Looks like they're going to spot it at the southeast 16-yard line. 1st and 10. For the boys from Oklahoma City. Graham, one guy misses, the second misses. Farnell misses. Zach Henry's not going to miss. Trayvon Braxton makes sure he doesn't miss. And Graham's just having a hard time going down. The ball's fumbled. And Guthrie recovers the turnover at the 15-yard line. Coming up with it is number 18 senior Zach Henry.
Oh, Zach, I tell you, he's became one of our favorite Jays. He's got a lot of energy and love his attitude. He's just a competitor. Of course, a great Blue Jay baseball player as well, and one of Ronnie Field's favorite kids. Ronnie loves him some Zach Henry.
Ball marked at the 16-yard line for the Blue Jays, and Southeast just, Graham trying to get the extra yards, and the more you allow more players come over, the more traffic, the more congestion, and they're going to rip that football out.
Yeah, I tell you, that was a very athletic play by him, but it was, as you said, just swarming defense.
First play out of the gate. It's going to be a good one for, Jalen Harper. Welcome to the ball game. Welcome to the offense. 16 yards on his first touch of the night.
Jalen's this kid over the last few weeks with Isaiah down has done a great job being a team guy, did an outstanding job in the total game. Great job playing that running back position when asked to do it. Shows his versatility, and then he shows his great athleticism right there yet again.
Guthrie with another touchdown on the board. Noah French trying to make it a 28-6 ball game. Snap, hold, kick is good. Guthrie now leads it 28-6. And obviously, we say hello to all the Carl Albert fans watching this ball game, whether it's tonight or tomorrow or Saturday. I know you're watching. Glad to have you on the broadcast. We
love the Titans.
We'll see you next week in Midwest City. And, they're getting an idea of what the Jays look like. Everybody likes to check out some GMP TV. Yeah. But and I say that, Carl Albert fans, I don't think you're going to see it tonight. No. But I just imagine what 13 and 30 look like in the backfield together.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of us that are looking forward to that moment. I mean, because different styles, different running styles, both extremely athletic. Isaiah, he'll go between the tackles. He can bounce it outside. He can do everything. And I'll tell you, Jalen Harper is explosive. He gets outside, and he's not going to come down. I mean, this kid runs so hard, as does Isaiah. But real weapons in the backfield.
Real quick, John Vance scoring summary. One play, 16 yards, 8 seconds. Jalen Harper with that touchdown run, and Guthrie now up 28-6. Still here in the first quarter. A lot of football left in this one.
First quarter.
But, we talked about it last time. You never want to see anybody get hurt, especially Isaiah, your 1,600-yard rusher from a year ago. Been running the football the last 3 seasons for the Blue Jays. But there was that blessing in disguise with Jalen Harper. Talented wide receiver, had to go to the running back spot, and the coaches knew how athletic he was, but until put into that position, they really know now.
Listen, you play running back. It's you got to be a different cat because you're going to take shots every play.
Ball's fumbled again at the 25-yard line, and looks like Guthrie jumps on it again, and coming up with that football was number 4. Yeah, it was number 4. Make sure I got the number right. Kari Watson, the junior, picks that one up, and Guthrie will have great field position on the special teams turnover.
Yeah, it's good to see the special teams kids get involved, and special teams has been very good this year for the Blue Jays. Done an outstanding job.
So Guthrie, another short field. We'll have it at the 25-yard line. So the last 2 possessions have been the 16 and the 25-yard line. Wilder on the right side. Isaiah runs on between the tackles, but not for very much time. Good tackle there. Good penetration. Number 14, Junior Bonilla. He's a sophomore for the Southeast Spartans.
Yeah, a lot of young kids on this team. Isaiah a little dinged up there. Not his knee. He'll be all right. Gonna get him out for a play or two.
3 or 4 or 5 or 6.
Go ahead and sit him, Coach. Take the helmet.
Jalen Shelf and Jalen Harper. Boy, you take one Isaiah out and you bring in Harper and Shelf. Now Calvert will leave as well.
What are we doing, kids?
That's the end of the first quarter. Guthrie with a 22-point lead, 28-6. Great field position as we get set for quarter number 2. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
First quarter in the books inside Jelsma Stadium. Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Blue Jays lead this one 28-6. A lot of points in that first quarter. We'll see what the second quarter has in store.
Well, I think it'd be a good opportunity for both teams to work on the running game, preserve their timeouts. Let's get to the halftime, Chris. What do you say?
Golden Chick halftime show got, I do believe, the marching band, which we will carry live, will have their first full show of the season for the home crowd. And we will definitely be able to share that with you. We'll have some South Point Baptist Church scoreboard updates as well. We begin quarter number 2 with Jalen Shelf running up the middle and get out of my way. Shelf angling, cuts it back to the 5, trying to break some tackles. You fight hard, might as well get in the end zone. He does. Touchdown. Jalen Shelf from 27 yards out.
What a great effort by Jalen. He wasn't going to be denied. He wanted to end that end zone. He said, hey, everybody else is getting in on the action, Chris. Great job by Jalen. Outstanding young man, great basketball player, obviously a great football player. Just an overall great family. Got his wonderful mother to thank for all that. Jackie does a great job with her kiddos. I know she's very proud.
No doubt about that. Guthrie Blue Jays with 2 turnovers by Southeast. Has a 1-play drive and now a 2-play drive. Noah French trying to make it a 35-6 ball game. It's shot at the 30-foot sandstone rock wall. Line drive kick is good. 35-6. We'll keep it here. 11:45 to play in quarter number 2. As we take a look at this replay, Phil, it almost speaks for itself.
Yeah, I mean, great effort. He's going to get in the open. They always going to bust it here. Starts getting a little more difficult right about now. Everybody shows up. I mean, he's on the 6-yard line. They got a handful of jerseys. He's just not going to be denied. Keeps battling. All 150 pounds of him doing everything he can to get in that end zone. Great effort by Jalen.
Great camera angle there with Mason Russell. Cody Knox with the replay tonight. And Guthrie with a 29-point lead. Update from USA Hall of Fame Stadium. Lady Jays making a run.
Atta girls.
Lady Jays, however, down to their final 3 outs. Top of the 7th, Lady Jays need at least one more run. They're 4-3. 8-9-1 part of the batting order coming up for the Lady Jays. So got to get at least one more run. Or 2 would be great, but need at least one more run to stay alive in the first round of the 5A state softball tournament.
You need everybody to put their hats on backwards right now.
The rally caps.
Ronnie's got it on. Cody's got it on. We're ready to go.
Noah French. Noah French might be a candidate for the North Church Player of the Game. He's been busy.
Well, he's silently had a really good year, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you want out of your kicker. Your long snapper and your kicker, if you know who they are, if you pay a lot of attention to them, it's usually not good, Ronnie. Usually not good.
Looks like Kenley Denning had an RBI single. Abby Eichler had a double, played it a couple of runs. Kenley Denning, a great pitcher for the Lady Jays, and she's only a sophomore. S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. This one whistle dead before we can ever get going on this one. Far side official with the whistle. I didn't see a flag.
It's way over there.
It's going to be a false start on the Jays. Might have got Mr. Watson leaving a little bit too early on that far side, so they'll have to kick this one off again.
He's ready for halftime too, Chris.
Another Southeast standout. Appreciate Sam Rice with this one. Matt Clark, 1983. Graduate, played point guard for the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Yeah. I tell you, I knew we were in danger when we started naming a couple of them. There's so many to name. So,
yeah. Appreciate Sam Rice. Sam, you know, it's big for Sam because Sam loves Oklahoma, but he's a big-time Oklahoma fan.
He's an Oklahoma fan, but a big-time Oklahoma fan.
State of Oklahoma, loves the state of Oklahoma, but he really loves the Sooners. And he just talked about a Cowboy. So that was nice of him.
So that tells me that
it's nice of him.
No, that tells me Matt Clark was really good.
Really good.
That's what that tells me. Noah French to kick it off again, this time 5 yards deeper at the 35. And here's the return. We'll call it the 20-yard line on that far side, 25. And nice tackle on special teams by Carson Wilder. And the Spartans will have a first down and 10.
Do you remember Mr. Clark? How old were you in '83, Chris?
I was 5. I was in kindergarten.
5. Where'd you work then? Good job?
I'd rather not discuss. Yeah, that's they will mark that officially at the 28-yard line.
Uh-oh. Zeb Robbins, next door neighbors, across the street neighbors to Sam Rice, took a shot at Sam.
Little neighbor feud. First and 10. Graham, the quarterback. Little screen pass caught by Fields. Looking to run. Zach Henry stopped everything. Gets away by Herzl. Now trades side of the field. Big block. Now Fields can show off his speed. He's going to try to outrun a couple of Blue Jays, and it's not going to happen. 72 yards, however. There is a flag down.
It's coming back.
And what a highlight run that was. It's all coming back. I'm not sure what that.
I think it's a crackback.
Crackback, okay.
I believe that's a crackback block. It's what it looked like. I think we should have a good shot of it on the replay here if we can get that dialed up. But I mean, it was close. I mean, it was close to being a good block.
Starting to see that more and more.
Yeah, protecting these kids at all levels, and they should. They should. I mean, these are hard to, we would have called that a great effort block back in the day.
Yeah, right.
You know, I mean, it is what it is.
Velte will move it all the way back to the 15-yard line. First down and 23. Graham, the quarterback, 5 receivers. Graham comes to the near side. It's through the hands, incomplete. Kyron Axtell on the coverage. Getting started at the quarterback spot. Kyron, junior varsity quarterback.
Outstanding young athlete. Watched him all through Little League, junior high. He's going to be a major player for the Blue Jays over the next few years.
Second down, 23. Shotgun snap. Graham forced out by Braxton. Forced out by Herzl. Throws it on the run, and it is going to be caught for a first down. There's that guy again, number 7, Meshawn Graham. Graham to Graham. Oh, they're not going to give him forward progress.
Just a little short.
So he's going to be a couple yards shy of the first down nonetheless. 22-yard pickup.
Well, and that's pure athleticism. That's what that is. When you're just drawing it up in the ground and throwing it up, say go get it, and he did. He's got 3rd and short.
Yeah, pick up a 22. We'll call it 3rd down and 1 for the Spartans. Now, I would certainly think if they don't get it here, I certainly run Graham, the quarterback, to get that 1 yard. Of course, it's like 5 yards against this Guthrie defense, and he will indeed try to run for it. Nothing there. And he will make, no, he's still fighting. Jay's trying to strip the football away. Zach Henry almost able to strip it away. Braxton on tackle. Varnell is there. And it'll depend on the spot. It looks like going to be a first down. Needed one, got one. He ran about 25 yards for one positive yard.
Yeah, very athletic young man. You see right there with Graham. He's a special athlete, Chris.
Lady Jays, McKenna Tucker singles, runners on first and second for the Lady Jays.
Come on, let's go.
Down 4-3 in the last inning. Graham, the quarterback, hands it off the field. Trying to outrun Herzl. He does across the 45, down at midfield. Axtell with the tackle, but not before another 11-yard pickup.
I mean, just the pure speed. It's hard. I mean, these kids can fly. I mean, you see Herzl, who's an outstanding football player. This kid just flat out ran him to the edge.
Under 10 to play here in the first half. Graham takes that snap. Got a guy open down here by himself. Graham can't get to him, so he's going to take off and run. Cuts it to the 45 and down at the 41. Trayvon Braxton, one of our impact players. He's definitely an impact player tonight with the tackle there, but still another 8 big yards for Southeast.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're going to have to make some adjustments for this young man, just his speed. I mean, you know, we've got players getting over there, but he's so elusive and so quick and just so athletic that they're having a hard time, that first tackler, bringing him down, and usually the Blue Jays get that done.
2nd and 2 officially. Graham near side. That one behind his intended receiver, Nick Benford, on the coverage. Intended receiver was Carmelo Bullock, a junior wide out. Brings up 3rd down and 2. Well, Phil, if Graham was playing Guthrie, if Fields was playing Guthrie, they'd be on the field somewhere.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
They'd be on the field somewhere.
A couple other Grahams might be on the field, too. I mean, they're outstanding athletes.
3rd and 2. Spartans to throw for it, man wide open, and it's dropped. I mean, you talk about a 30-yard cushion. Guthrie obviously missed the assignment there, and number 7, Meshawn Graham, is completely amazed that he dropped that.
Well, and that's 3 or 4 drops they've had tonight. I mean, he's putting the ball in the number. You'll see it on the Integrity Heat and Air replay. Perfect pass. Just right through his hands. I mean, and that happens. I mean, I feel terrible for number 7, but feel happy for the Blue Jays right now. Now, whoever's assignment that was isn't happy right now.
No, today or Monday.
That's right.
4th and 2. Southeast will obviously go for it here, and they'll run for it, and they'll have that and plenty more near the 30-yard line. Southeast will move the chains for the first down.
This is what we talked about leading into the game, Chris. These kids are extremely athletic. I know I keep saying that, and can make plays with their legs. They can throw the ball. They've had some drops, but I'll tell you what, the Jays, you know, and the Jays are, you know, winning 35-6. I mean, everybody kind of knows where this is heading, but you don't want to see this if you're the Blue Jay defensive coaching staff. You want them doing their assignments and bringing that intensity. Right now, they're not.
Graham to throw on first down, and it is incomplete. Nicely broken up by Zach Kinder. He's having a great game tonight. Update at USA Hall of Fame Stadium in the Class 5A state tournament. McKenna Tucker, I mentioned she singled. Kinley Denning doubles, and Guthrie takes the lead 5-4 over the Tahlequah Ball Club.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Kinley Denning now moves over to third base due to a throwing error, so Guthrie can hopefully get one more run for that insurance run, as the penalty on that play there was against Southeast. It's a holding penalty, and that will be pushed back. Penalty moves it back to the 45-yard line. Abby Eichler sacrifice fly. Guthrie leads it 6-4. Top of the 7th inning in the 5A state title, or 5A state tournament. Second down and 23 following the penalty. Twin receivers each side. Here's the pressure. Graham sees it, able to elude now, but can't get past Eli Maroney. He's tackled for a sack back at midfield.
Well, Eli just continues to play great defense for the Blue Jays, does an outstanding job. He's one of those kids that just can really do a lot for him. He can run, he's very quick on his feet, very tough kid, smart football player, having a great season.
Phil, I can tell you Sam Rice has come back to his senses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Clinton Thomas, an All-American at OU, played in the NFL for Southeast, so he's back. All right, third down, little dump pass off the fields. Outruns Glover for a second. Jackson Walters can't bring him in, but Braden Cheney there to force him out of bounds. A small pickup on what was third down. That's going to be ball's at the 45. They need to get all the way near the 22, so it's going to be third down, or excuse me,
fourth down.
Should be, the down marker says 3. The scoreboard says 4. What's Braden have? Braden has fourth down, so
fourth down,
I'm going with fourth down. Fourth down and 23. Just a 3-yard pickup. It's officially Lady Jays going to the bottom of the 7th inning. They need 3 outs to win it. They lead it 6-4 as a drop pass on fourth down, and Southeast turns it over on downs.
Well, good job by the Blue Jay defense there. Got a little assist with that one drop pass, but I'll tell you what,
huge assist.
Yeah, I got a huge assist, but Blue Jay's going to take over. Well, the defense. Okay, do we have our downs wrong? I think we did. Yeah.
I was okay. Fourth down, we think. Graham, there's a flag. He's going way backwards. Just, ugh. And then another couple of flags. We'll be here for a minute trying to figure out all these penalties. Offsetting, and we might have 6th down here in a second.
Yeah.
Offset, replay, fourth down.
That's a whole lot of stuff for nothing.
Luke Young checking us out on GMP TV, watching from the firehouse. He got to see a Blue Jay game in person a couple weeks ago, but keeping Oklahoma safe. Appreciate you, Luke.
Luke does a great job. Does a lot of work with youth himself. And
Phil, Luke wants to know, is it just the video footage or Southeast offensive line just big, especially their left tackle?
Luke, I can tell you from the stadium, those are big old boys down there on the field. And 74 is massive.
Luke talking about that left tackle, number 59. I do believe it's about Joseph Wynn, senior offensive lineman.
They don't give sizes, Luke, on their roster, but he is all there.
Fourth down and 23, we hope. Here's a pressure. Graham going backwards just like he did last time. Nobody's open, stiff arm, and it's going to be a sack back in Guthrie territory. Eli Maroney with the sack. Eli Maroney go over and get some oxygen. He's been chasing Graham the last couple plays all over the field. It's a huge loss. It's a turnover on down.
Yeah, Eli, you saw it right there. Very, very, very outstanding in for the Blue Jays. Did good assignment football and then made a great play on the ball. Wasn't going to be denied. You see it on the Integrity Heat and Air replay here.
Where's Mason? There he is.
There he is. He's got him by the shoestring. Took a little shot himself at the end of the play, but he'll be back in there.
Cameraman's getting tired watching Graham run all over the place too.
Yeah, everybody's a little tired right now.
Do I need to storm down there?
Well, you're going to have to.
Isaiah, I'm injured. I'll think about it. Isaiah gets to the 35-yard line, pickup of 7.
You know, Isaiah, great job there. Picks up 7 yards on the carry. I don't know how much we'll see Isaiah in the second half. I wouldn't think a great deal, but who knows? Chris, I've never been injured. I don't know what it's like to play through pain. And I don't think people realize the severity of your injury.
Day to day. I'm here, though.
No.
Day here.
Team guy.
Got to get better. Got a game next Friday night. Grind out to second. 1 out for the Lady Jays. Runner on first now. After an error based on balls, runners on first and second with 1 out for Tahlequah. Here comes Isaiah. dancing across the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. And looks like Isaiah hasn't missed too much football, Phil, with these moves.
Well, and that spin move there, that's great to see because that tells you he has a lot of confidence in his leg. You'll see it on the integrity replay right here.
Great shot.
Just a great spin and excellent shot by Kel Evans. But, yeah, Isaiah's back, kids.
Harper in there at wide receiver. Ty Eaton. Boy, you forget when you move Harper out to the wide receivers. Right. Now you got Eaton, Shelf, and Harper. I mean,
not too bad.
Oh, wow.
Not too bad.
1st and 10. Fun to watch.
Yeah.
Isaiah, after the first down run, will get the carry again. He'll get down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 5.
See, that's what I like that Isaiah does. He'll go between the tackles. And I've said this so many times, but he does such a good job of following his blocks and letting them do their job. And he really knows how to play the running back position. There's great carriers of the ball that are just supreme athletes, but he's not only a great athlete, but he's really knows how to play the position.
Halfway through the second quarter, Guthrie marching, trying to get some more points on that scoreboard. Calvert on second down play, hands it off to Isaiah. Isaiah trying to bounce it one more time for the first down. He has it and goes out of bounds. And we're starting to see Isaiah. That's just a reminder. Isaiah is now not taking extra contact. He's getting out of bounds and saving those few extra hits.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. I mean, you got the first down, get out of bounds, save your body, get back in the huddle, go do it again.
Pickup of 6 yards there. Now, I would certainly think next week he's lowering his shoulder and getting 4 or 5 extra yards.
There'll be no trotting out of bounds next week.
Harrisfield, Gary Rose Stadium in Midwest City is where we will be next week, and we invite everybody out to get to Midwest City. If not, we'll have it right here on GMP TV. 1st and 10 for the Jays. 3 receivers. Handing off to Isaiah, hit in the backfield, maybe 1 at most to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, big number 1 there. Great job. Well, Gary Rose, he won a couple gold balls, didn't he, Chris?
Yeah, it just seems like the other day we were dissecting Gary Rose against Rafe Watkins. Yeah. Rafe Watkins versus Gary Rose. Just
2 great coaches, very successful. Of course, Rafe is one head coach for all 4 of the state championship teams here in Guthrie.
Gary Rose for all $845 million.
That's right.
State champions there.
Named a stadium after Chris. Pretty good.
That is pretty darn good.
And he's a good guy. And Gary's a good man.
Lady Jays 1 out away. Isaiah 1 tackle away. Tackled inside the 10 at the 8.
You know, it's big for Isaiah to get that contact, and he's back. These young kids, you know, they come back from injuries. It just amazes me how quickly they can bounce back. And obviously he was dealing with something that was pretty serious, you know, and so he did a good job.
Well, Tahlequah ties it up, 6-6. 2 outs.
Everybody turn the hats inside out.
Tied at 6, runner on second base. Isaiah up the middle. Not much to the 5, but it is a first down, and the Jays will have a fresh set of downs.
Do you know the situation on how they tied it up, Chris?
Yeah, I think it was a double. Okay. A double. I brought it. Yeah, it was a double. Tahlequah ties it up 6-6 with a double, runner on second base.
2 outs?
2 outs, yes. Lady Jays trying to get to the 8th inning of the 5A state tournament. 11 seconds on the play clock here in Jelsma. Jalen Shelf in at quarterback. Slaps the hands. He'll run with it on the right side. Isaiah leads the block, and Shelf is into the end zone for the 2nd time tonight. Touchdown, Blue Jays.
Great job by Jalen there, getting in the end zone again. Outstanding job by the boys up front. Offensive line did a great job there. Have done a great job all year, really, and are off to a good start tonight as well. And it's good to see Jalen in the end zone one more time. We got Jalen's in the end zone everywhere around here.
Everywhere. They are headed to extra innings at Hall of Fame Stadium.
So none of us can rest easy just yet.
Not yet. Blue Jays, 8-play, 42-yard drive. Noah French trying to go 7 for 7. Snap, hold. Kick looks a lot better. height-wise, and it's good. 42-6, 3:34 to play in quarter number 2. Timeout from Jelsma. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m., where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
Jays back on the scoreboard. 42-6 is the new score. Still 3:34 left to play until the Golden Chick halftime show. We'll have some scores to report on the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update. Guthrie High School Marching Band will have a full show presentation. We'll be glad to carry that live here on GMP TV. We'll keep you updated on the Guthrie Lady Jays softball team, who's headed to extra innings against Tahlequah in the 5A state softball tournament. Lady Jays rally to take a 2-run lead, but Tahlequah, as you expect, all the good teams I certainly think in the state tournament are pretty good teams.
Right.
S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. We'll have that scoring summary here after this. French's kickoff. Will return from the 12-yard line on that far side. That's Fields, and look at him run. He is so darn quick. He's at midfield into Guthrie territory, still on his feet. Finally tackled inside the 40-yard line. Jackson Walters with the tackle.
Woo. Kid can fly. Wow.
They're going to mark him down at the 42-yard line.
That is raw speed right there.
Blue Jays latest scoring summary presented by John Vance Motors. 8 plays, 42 yards, a little over 4 minutes on that scoring drive. Jalen Shelf in the end zone for the second time, this time on a 10-yard touchdown run. About a 30 plus 10, 40, about a 45-yard kick return for the Spartans. Has them set up in Guthrie territory, and if you're Southeast, you're looking for any momentum going into the locker room. Turnovers have hurt the Spartans. Guthrie's been able to capitalize. Here's an option play to the far side. Running with it here is Law, and not much there as he's driven out of bounds by Braden Cheney.
That was a great tackle by Braden. Just came up, initiated contact, drove him to the sideline. He was sidelined to the 12th man. Great job.
Lady Jays batting in the 8th inning. 2 up and 2 down. Graham to throw on 2nd and 9. That one's incomplete. Zach Henry on coverage.
Zach's one of those kids that, I mean, he's just hard to not love watching play. Any sport brings some energy and always entertaining to watch.
3rd down and 9 for Southeast. 2 receivers east side. Graham wants to throw. Has the receivers caught across the 30, down near the 20. And Southeast will have a fresh set of downs with the reception. Ladany and Fields.
I mean, they got 9, they got 4, they got 1, they got 5. They're not without weapons, obviously.
Down to the 22-yard line. Pick up a 14 yards. 1st and 10, Southeast. Lady Jays with the 2-out walk. Graham looking. You better get rid of it, and he's blow it dead. Blow it dead on the sack. Forward progress was complete. Looks like I actually got rid of the football. Officials talking on intentional grounding. Looks like that's going to be the case. Intentional grounding, that's going to be a loss of down.
I didn't see anybody over there. Number 7 came walking in after the play saying, I was right over here.
If we can look at the wide view of that to see if we can maybe see if there was a receiver or if the ball got back or.
7's well down the field. He's running the opposite
Yeah, that's
way.
a good call.
Yeah, that's a good call.
That's a good job to get rid of it with the left hand.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, the kid's a player.
So the loss of down makes it 2nd down and 10. I'm trying to concentrate on this football game, but this softball game's got me going.
Yeah.
Not 2nd down 10. I forgot to add the penalty yardage on there. 2nd and 24. Southeast looking for another big play. And Zach Henry, another big defensive play.
Good job by Zach.
If Zach would just play with a little bit more emotion, I really like his chances.
He's got to come out of his shell. he will let you know that he's on the field with his play and also, you know, himself. He'll let you know. I like that.
2 minutes left in this one in the first half. 3rd down and 24. Southeast needs the Guthrie Edmond Regional Airport for a first down. Graham to throw. Forced out, throws it on the run, has a man wide open, and falls incomplete. Guthrie dodges another bullet.
Well, I tell you, it's just getting outran. I mean, just unbelievable speed.
4th down and 24.
What are we having a conference about? So are we just waiting for the ball? We're waiting for the ball.
Yeah, we went flying into the kids section.
Way down there.
Fourth and 24. Southeast needs the 12. Graham will sleep well tonight. He's been running for his life. He goes out of bounds, and Southeast will turn it over on downs after the short pickup. Guthrie will have a minute. Well, the clock's continuing to run. There it stops at 1:38 to play in this first half.
Nothing wrong with a few extra seconds clicking off this game, Chris. You good with that?
Well, it depends on how aggressive the offense wants to be. Might need a 2-minute offense next week.
You got a minute 38 offense.
Guthrie sets up at the Southeast at the Guthrie 33-yard line. Calvert to the near side looking for Eaton. It's caught in Southeast territory and out of bounds. Stops the clock with a minute 30.
Guthrie says we can throw the ball too. Good job there. Good toss and catch.
26-yard pass and catch. 1st and 10. Clock not cranked up yet. Chains are still trying to get set. Now they are. There's a snap. Calvert looking. Nobody's open right now. Last second, Calvert threw it out of bounds. Stops the clock. Minute 22.
I don't dislike that. I think that was a good heads-up call. Didn't feel comfortable with what was out there and lived to play another down. Good job. Now, Chris, we've talked about all the great Southeast players. What about all the great Guthrie players over the years? Putting you in dangerous water.
2nd down to 10 here in the 2-minute offense. And that one is hit for a loss. Back. Loss of 2 at the 43. Clock still moving. Guthrie has all 3 timeouts, not electing to use them here. Leading this one 42-6. To the line quickly though. Calvert, play action, has a man open. Can they connect? It's Harper. Harper had to come back and get it. He does it at the 15, sheds a tackle, and into the end zone. 43-yard touchdown reception for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, so we got that minute 38 offense dialed in tonight, Chris. They did a great job. Great pass and catch. Oh, we got a flag now on the opposite side of the field.
At the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a false start on the offense. Erase the play.
Dadgummit. Seconds left. Plenty of time still to get on the board.
No score in the eighth, so Guthrie softball now headed to the ninth inning. Calvert play action dumps it off to Carson, caught at midfield behind the line of scrimmage, and Carson will be tackled inbounds. They'll mark him at the 41. So a pickup of 6.
Clock running.
Back to the original line of scrimmage. 19 seconds, 18 seconds. Looks like Guthrie will probably take a timeout and try one more play. Clock down to 8 seconds, as you see on your screen. Guthrie will call a timeout with 3 seconds left. Go ahead and keep it here.
You like that timeout situationally, Chris?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the plan is. Obviously, you're up 42-6, so you're not trying to run anything up.
Right.
But obviously, maybe work on. Maybe there's 3 seconds left in a 14-14 game next week in Carl Albert. And you got to work on a play. I'm not sure. Obviously, it's not a field goal type area here.
No, not a field goal. Dial something up here, see if we can do something on this last play.
Ball at the 40, what could be the final play of the first half. It's been a long ball game.
Yes.
3 receivers, maybe Guthrie will just run it and run out the clock. That could be a play. There's a little reverse, and back to Calvert. Double reverse pass, nothing there. They were looking for Carson, come back, get Harper at the 25, and Jalen will be down at the 25, a 16-yard pickup, and that's the way we'll end the first half. Obviously, Phil there, Guthrie could have done that, could have called timeout with 35 seconds left, run a double reverse pass, and try to go score, but trying to respect the game.
That's also given another play for Carl Albert to think about.
We have made it to the Golden Chick halftime. Finally, Guthrie will go into the locker room leading over Southeast 42-6. Timeout from Jelsma. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere.
South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays!
Do you want to go from this to this? Are you tired of your pool looking like a swamp thing? Are you ready for the country club look right in your own backyard? If so, you have come to the right place. Russell Family Pools is one of the stop shop for all your pool needs. Openings, closing, weekly, monthly cleanings, pool equipment, maintenance. We do it all. We also offer power washing for all of your decks and concrete surroundings. Come be part of the family. Call Doug at any time, 405-323-3655.
Sonic, can I take your order? One cheeseburger. You got it. Just up with the cheese now. I got the pickles. Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic cheesecake blast.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33. Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Halftime score here on the Golden Chick Halftime Show. Guthrie leads at 42-6. Scoring update, USA Hall of Fame Stadium. Guthrie cannot play to run in the ninth inning. They'll head to the home half of the ninth inning, tied up. Tahlequah with their chance in the ninth inning. We're going to keep it right here. Coming onto the field, the Guthrie High School Marching Band. Enjoy.
Oh, good, he's dead. I was right. I was right. He's dead.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Strive Wellness Lounge is a professional concierge nursing-led practice using cutting-edge technology to give you convenient care, IV therapy, telehealth, medical weight loss, men's health, ED, testosterone, and hormone therapy. Nutrition and hydration are delivered to your cells via IV infusion. In our Wellness Lounge, or the convenience of your residence, hotel room, or place of business within reasonable time of receiving your call or text. Call us at 405-293-4160.
Sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
The Golden Chick Halftime Show rolls on with the John Vance Auto Group scoring summary right after this.
You can buy a pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or van anywhere. But why would you buy one without a guarantee? At John Vance Auto Group, our pre-owned vehicles come with our lifetime engine, transmission, and other powertrain components guarantee at no charge. Now that's peace of mind. We offer some of the lowest interest rates, too.
Everything you've heard about John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Welcome back. Golden Chick Halftime Show in Guthrie. Blue Jays leading the Southeast Spartans 42-6. I'm with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Welcome you back inside the Golden Chick Halftime Show. Hope you enjoyed the Guthrie High School marching band. Did a great job as always. And we invite you, Golden Chick, I-35 and Highway 33 after the ball game. First thing tomorrow, lunch.
Lunch?
You know, I don't think I got my Golden Chick this week.
Are you buying team lunch?
No, my wife's in town tomorrow, so you're on your own tomorrow. But, Blue Jays lead at 42-6. Go see Lula and the crew. Phil, busy night of football games. A pretty good schedule tomorrow. It is fall break. Guthrie out of school today and tomorrow, as a lot of the schools around the state of Oklahoma. But some good games, and it's time now for the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update.
We'll start with 6A1 action. Union, number 2 in the state in many polls, behind Bixby. 29, leading number 3 ranked Mustang. 29-7. Owasso defeating Yukon 23-17. Norman North over Southmore Big 43-7. A great one at Enid. Westmore 7, Enid 6 at half. You like defensive football, there's one game for you right there. Norman North beating Edmond Santa Fe 13-2. Santa Fe still trying to find that first win of the year. That is it for 6A1.
Take a look at 6A2 football score. Still our number 1 team in 6A2 leads Bartlesville 35-7. Choctaw with an impressive win last week, shutting out Northwest Classen 56-0. Muskogee leads Tahlequah 28-6 at halftime. Putnam City North leads Capitol Hill 35-0. That game in the third quarter. A good one in Oklahoma City. Putnam City is trailing Ponca City 10-7. And the last score in 6A2 reporting Sand Springs leads PC West 21-0.
Get them Sandites. East Central going to the 5A action. East Central losing big right now to McAllister 47-7. Grove 70. Nathan Hell 0. That's just in the third quarter, just starting action. Midwest City, a big game against Lawton Mac this week. Midwest City winning 24-8 in the third quarter. Of course, Guthrie 42-6 here. The game we're calling over Southeast 42-6. Edison Prep losing to Claremore 0-21. Eisenhower 10, Shawnee 6. Shawnee looking for the first win of the year. Collinsville leading Will Rogers 29-0 at the half. You have Sapulpa beating Glenpool 27-13. And the number 1 ranked team in 5A, Coweta, is beating Durant right now 35-6. That's at the half. Ronnie's Duncan Demons 35, Altus 0. Bishop Kelly 28, Pryor 6, and El Reno and Ardmore are reporting no score right now.
Those are some 5A scores. I think once you get down to 4A, I think Tuttle has a lead. Phil?
Yeah, I think that's right. I think Tuttle was actually winning pretty big.
Yeah, I think they were having an easy time.
The half, let me get that for you real quick. Blanchard, before I get to Tuttle, Blanchard's winning 42-0 after Classen over Classen. Tuttle beating Bridge Creek 35-3. They're showing that as a fourth quarter game already. A lot of running in that ball game. Bethany, number 4 ranked team in many polls in 4A, winning 35-0. Oh, this is a big one. Broken Bow beating number 2 ranked Poto at the half, 14-0. Wagner winning big, 56-0 over Cleveland. And your number 1 ranked Cushing Ball Club is winning 63-0 over McLean.
And probably the biggest South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update I can give you right now. Now in the 11th inning, Guthrie takes the lead over Tahlequah 7-6. There's a Lady J on first base with 2 outs. So Guthrie with a run in the 11th. So Guthrie will try to add on another run in the top of the 11th and then try to get 3 outs and advance to the second round of the playoffs. That game would be tomorrow afternoon at Hall of Fame Stadium. We won't jinx it. We'll talk about it after the Lady Jays win. But right now, Lady Jays lead it 7-6. There's another hit up the middle. Lady Jays will have runners at first and second. Take a time out here on the Golden Chick Halftime Show. Come back and get set for second half action. This is Blue Jay football on the Golden Chick.
Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Guthrie Bluejays from the first game all the way to the championship game. With years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Lynette and Chuck take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. The Hayes family supports Guthrie student athletes on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz. Visit online at hayesfh.com.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Softball ball will take Guthrie leads 8-6.
Thank you, Clay Drake. I guess we'll just go right back to the commercial.
Right on cue.
Yeah, Lady Jays, 2 runs in the 10th inning to go up now 8-6. Now 3 outs away from advancing to the second round. Just like they were in the 7th inning, gave up 2 runs. Guthrie was leading 6-4. Talquah made it 6-6. Now Guthrie, I do believe in the 10th inning, let me correct that, in the 10th inning, now leads it 8-6. Talquah has 3 outs left. Lady Jays trying to get to the second round of the playoffs. We'll take our final time out here on the Golden Chick Halftime Show. When we come back, second half action between the Jays and the Spartans. This is the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from, marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on tender. That's like a chicken dating.
Golden Chick Halftime Show continues in Guthrie. Welcome back, GMP TV. Appreciate everyone checking us out on the channel. Updating Class 5A softball. We do know this. Piedmont beat Duncan today 14-2. Carl Albert beat Pryor in a huge, Carl Albert Pryor in a state tournament every single year. Carl Albert wins that game 1-0. So the top of the bracket tomorrow, 11 a.m., Piedmont and Carl Albert to play to get into the state championship game. Coweta earlier this afternoon defeated Durant 3-0. Coweta is awaiting the winner between Tahlequah and Guthrie, now playing in the 10th inning. Guthrie with a 8-6 lead, 1 out, runner on first base. So Lady Jays need a double play or a couple outs here to advance to tomorrow's state semifinal. If the Lady Jays can hold on, they would play Coweta at 1:30.
I tell you, we're all up here.
It was like a year ago we were in Guyman watching this.
Doing the same thing, and of course lost a heartbreaker last year in Guyman. But this group of girls, man, they're battling. I tell you, 10 innings. Chris, we have an update?
Yeah, 1 out, base hit, now a base on ball, so the tying run is now at first base again.
Okay, I just took the air right out of myself. Yeah, I mean, this is playoff, state championship. This is state playoff softball right here. I mean, it's what you can see. Great teams everywhere. The Lady Jays are just battling right now, but I'll tell you, that's a tall order. There's so much pressure anytime you're in this kind of lose and you go home situation. But I tell you, this is crazy action at Hall of Fame Stadium. Try to see if we can't get another quick update, Chris, here in a few minutes.
Yeah, we'll definitely get them. We're just checking a few things on the stream. Should be different things working here, so I think we're okay. I just need to make sure.
Yep. There we go. All kinds of people in the world.
Yeah, it's
that's one of the negatives of having. We're not going to give them any attention, but it's one of the negatives of having the format we have where people can make comments. I don't know what's going to be said.
Yeah, I mean, I can probably need to make it a little bit more restrictive, but it takes away from the people who
are doing the right
thing. So just ignore them like we try to do. And but anyway, we are set for second half action, and I promise we're not going away. There's now 2 outs. Lady Jays 1 out away from advancing to the state semifinals. Southeast will try another onside kick. This is the second time they tried it here, and Guthrie recovers both of them. So Guthrie will have great field position to begin the third quarter.
Yeah, Blue Jays come out this second half, play mistake-free football. Again, these games are very, very hard to get the energy level up. I mean, the kids have done a good job, obviously leading 42-6, but it's a tall order when you ask these kids to come up and get fired up in the second half when you're with this margin of lead right now. But this Blue Jay offense trots back on the field. Isaiah's still in there. We got everybody in there that started the game, and we're going to keep working, get better.
We'll have one more update from Oklahoma City. After this play, hand off to Isaiah. He'll run, looking to cut it up, and he's just going to go out of bounds. He's just playing it safe, and why not in a big-time game next week. Pop up to third base. Lady Jays advance to the state semifinals tomorrow as they take down Tahlequah in 10 innings tonight. A well-deserved victory. Get back to Guthrie, sleep well, good breakfast, and we'll see you at USA Hall of Fame Stadium tomorrow, 1:30 first pitch against Coweta.
That's 1 down. You got to get 2 more for the girls to get the goal, and their goal all year long. And, man, congratulations to Lady Jays winning a big-time ball game.
Second down and 4. Isaiah across the 50 to the 48-yard line. No, it's fine. It's a first down.
Isaiah going to move those chains again. Doing a great job. Isaiah, there's times when, I don't like seeing that. Shot there, number 7. He's got Hayden's holding that left wrist or hand.
Yeah, it looks like he got maybe hit a little late, Phil. You see it there on the screen, a little grimace. I mean, you never want to get hurt, but if your wrist hurts, at least it's your non-throwing hit.
Yeah.
Now, you still got to catch the ball on every snap, so it does hurt. I know it does. Isaiah runs on that far side. Contact at the 45, able to get a couple more yards to the 43.
Yeah, Hayden, going back to Hayden, he's a tough kid. He'll be all right, but I'll tell you, you always get nervous in games like this, up this kind of score, and you see somebody so critical to the Blue Jay offense and their success. Coming up with any kind of injury, whether it's an injury or you're just hurt in the moment. But it looks like he's back at it. And
Harper says, give me some TV time. 3-man front for the Spartans. Calvert rolling, throwing, caught at the 40 by Carson Wilder. Breaks the tackle on 35, pushed out of bounds at the 30. Jays will move the chain, 13-yard pickup, and they'll actually mark him at the 29, so it's a 14-yard pickup.
Good job there, good execution. Great job with pass defense, great execution by Hayden. Carson, like we said, he's always good for a few of those. Every ball game is going to go get you nice chunks of yards. Been just a real mainstay in Guthrie athletics over the last 3 years, Carson has. 5th
play of this drive, and I'd really like to see a 10-12 play drive here, Phil. Just simply move the ball like the Guthrie's doing right here, 5-6 yards at a time, but also that clock continues to move.
Yeah, and believe me, that there was a good portion of the halftime where the Blue Jays staff was talking about, okay, how do we get the clock going, keep it going, and this is going to sound odd, try to put as few as points on the board for what we already have. I mean, nothing good comes out of stacking points here. Now, you can't keep kids. You got to play, and I have a feeling the Blue Jays are not done scoring for the evening.
2nd down and 4. Snap hits Carson. Hayden picks it up. Right man at the right spot. He'll get to the 21-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, but could have been a lot worse. It'll bring up 3rd down, and so again, congratulations on the Lady Jays winning today in extra innings over Tahlequah. So the Lady Jays, the 6th seed, beats the 3 seed tomorrow. Doesn't get any easier. They got the that would be 1, 4, 3, 2. The 2 seed. Coweta is the 2 seed tomorrow.
Got to beat them all.
3rd and 2. Isaiah, 1st down and more across the 15, down to the 10. First and goal, Blue Jays.
That looked like just a typical Isaiah run. Just hits that hole and goes north and south as quickly as he can. And big first down for the Jays.
Whitney McGuire, thank you, GMP, for the broadcast. Those who watch with intentions to see the game truly appreciate your work. And we certainly appreciate you, Whitney, and all the great compliments you guys give us. And it's fun to work with these guys and to all the equipment we have. But we certainly appreciate you checking us out. And, of course, all that happens with all the great sponsors that we have on those commercials. And Isaiah tripped up at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, you know, it's a little slow getting up there. All right, looks like everything's good. You know, happy with what you've seen with Isaiah, Chris, so far?
Yeah, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen enough. And obviously he's in there running cautiously.
Yeah.
And I think if you can get this series out of him, and Guthrie's using quite a bit on this drive here, we'll see. This is a little long handoff to Ty Eaton. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ty Eaton on a 6-yard run.
You can see on that play how explosive Ty is. I mean, if he gets just a little bit of daylight, he's going to pick up big yards for you very quick. Great job by the Jays there.
9-play drive, and Phil, out of those 9 plays, 6 of those went to Isaiah, the guy. But there's Ty right there with the touchdown. But 6 of the 9 plays went to Isaiah. So you certainly think he's probably done for the night. We'll see.
I think he is. I'm down there looking at him right now. Looks like he's taking his gloves off. And it would not break my heart one bit.
Extra point is good. 7:03 to play in the third quarter. 49-6 your new score. Timeout from Jelsma. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Terry Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, and Dennis Oakes aren't limited to any single provider. We'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terry Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terry Insure Group at 405-293-4880 or stop by at 622 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terry Insure Group, insuring your world.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Jays back on the scoreboard, along with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. 3 of the most wanted guys in Guthrie look like on that graphic there.
Well, I did notice something. You and Ronnie are smiling. You got me looking like I'm getting ready to hit somebody over the head with a bat.
We had media day, and you knew what you were doing.
Well, I'm calling for new photos.
Well,
new shots.
You arranged a new photo shot, or remember?
My mommy watches this.
Well, you know what to do next time we have media day, right?
Her sweet little boy isn't being properly represented in that picture.
Well, S&T Oilfield Services is about to be represented here with this kickoff here by Noah French. 7-7 on extra tries today.
We're going to have to charge Eric more for all these scores.
Fair catch called for and brought in for Southeast at the 32-yard line. Blue Jays scoring drive brought to you by John Vance Motors scoring summary, or John Vance Motors. 9 plays, 60 yards, 4 minutes and 57 seconds off the clock. Ty Eaton with a 6-yard touchdown run. Markel Harper checking us out. Appreciate that. Lauren Collins as well, supporting those Lady Jays. Good to hear from Nathan Webb as well. GMP, a game changer, the ability for fans to tune in from home every game if they can't make it in person. Exposure gives the kids in our community great, good stuff. Thank you, Nathan. Good to hear from you as well. Blue Jay alum himself. 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the far side. Graham, screen pass caught. And that's what they got to do here, Phil, in the second half, is get rid of the ball quick. They could throw the ball, and he's going backwards, and Southeast trying to make something out of nothing, and they will. But the thing with Southeast, they took too many big losses with the passing game not open. Just get rid of the football sometimes, and we'll see if Southeast comes out with some quick hits like we saw here as they get up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and there is a flag on the play on the far sideline. I haven't seen. I think we're going to get the call here in a second, but what you got to be careful about in the game down there too. It's no fun to be getting.
They're going to wave it, Phil.
Okay, good. There's no fun to be getting beat by this margin, and sometimes things can happen. I noticed a little bit of sportiness towards the end of the first half, a little bit of extra action after the plays, and you got to watch that, especially on the Blue Jays side. Something happens here, something goes wrong, you find yourself out of action next week.
Ball marked at the 39, pickup of 6 on that pass play, so it's 2nd down and 4. Great effort there by the wide receiver for Southeast to get some positive yards. Graham with the shotgun snap. It was a low snap, able to come with it. Goes downfield. His receiver has a couple of steps on the defender. It's batted away. Great defensive presence there by Nate Benford, last week's North Church Player of the Game. And that one was bobbled a few times, and boy, oh boy, it was kind of in the same area as we saw last week on the bobble.
Yeah, we don't talk about that bobble, but I think we've all had nightmares about that this week.
Here's the replay,
yeah,
Phil.
See it on Integrity Heat and Air replay. The pass is right there. He recovers, and really, kid had the ball, and he just stuck with it and went in and just broke it up after the kid had the ball for the reception. So good heads-up play by Nate.
Good job, Cody Knox. Ronnie Phillips production tonight. Ball ran on that far side close to the first down marker. It'll depend on the spot. Andrew Daniel watching from Midland, Texas. He says howdy. Good to hear from you, Andrew. Lauren Collins asking, will Jim P be covering the game? Lauren, got the playoff games and most sports are the rights are with the NFHS network, so that will be on the NFHS network if you want to check that one out. Graham, after the first down play, here's the pressure again, gets away with it, and now he runs into his own defender, will be brought down for another sack, and that's what we're talking about, Phil. Just got to pick and choose to get rid of the football and run, and you just get not afford these 4. This one's a very minor sack compared to the ones we've seen tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the defense is kind of everywhere. You see Warren heading off the field there. Looks like he might have got a little shaken up on that play, but the defense is got a little more intensity in this series, and you want to see that. You want to see the kids go out there and play with that intensity, that sense of urgency.
Second down and 14. And yet another negative play by the Spartans. Great defense by the Jays.
Great defense, one of our impact players of the game there, and just I mean they're doing what you would want them to do, right?
Yeah.
Going to continue to execute their game plan and get better each snap. And again, there hasn't been anything dirty. I want to just clarify, there hasn't been anything dirty or anything like that on the field, but you got to pay attention because things will get chippy when games get out of hand.
New quarterback in there, number 10. He started the ball game in the first series. He'll throw here, being chased by Braxton. Throws it on the run, downfield, and it's incomplete. Axtell on the coverage. Axtell's had a good game on that left cornerback spot today. It brings up 4th down. Matt Hetty says usually watching from the 30-yard line in the blue shirt, but tonight, third base dugout wearing the blue and white shirt.
Well, hardly any blue down there.
The Lady Jays, of course, were sent off today at 3:15.
That was fun.
Good crowd out on the Went Street. Lady Jays get on the yellow bus tomorrow and do it all again at Hall of Fame Stadium. Again, 1:30 tomorrow. Boy, if you can get off on the afternoon and go in and take in some softball at one of the grandest places to watch softball. It is the grandest place to watch softball, whether it's world softball or college softball, pro softball, or high school softball. Should be a fun day. Should have great weather for it as well.
Got a great feeling about these Lady Jays. I tell you, you battle like they did tonight. I mean, it's. I just got a feeling about these kids. I mean, the last 2 years have been outstanding. Of course, playing without one of their best
Haley
players.
Gallo.
Playing without Haley, who
Yeah.
can just stroke the ball. I mean, she can flat out play. So, but boy, these girls, they've battled all year and they continue to battle now, making Guthrie proud.
Yeah, it's definitely offense and defense, but boy, in softball you got to have a pitcher, and Guthrie's got Kinley Denning, just a sophomore. She's had a fantastic year, and boy, she'll need to be big tomorrow against the 2 seed Coweta Tigers. First carry of the night for the new Blue Jay running back. Make sure is that our man 14?
Yep.
Okay, making sure. Alexander Clark.
He's a load too.
And Phil, that we were given our best guess. It does look like Isaiah Day is done. 6 yards for Clark.
We can all breathe a little easier. Got Isaiah back on the field, got him some good reps.
Look at Calvert, hands folded like he's just bored.
Well,
we'll see if Kel can maybe catch him here in a minute with his arms. He's done that a few times.
Yes, he has.
It's just the mannerisms.
Yeah,
First down for Clark, and I tell you, he's still on his feet. Did he step out? Oh, he did. At the 33-yard line.
Clark, listen.
17 yards, Phil.
If you're playing behind Isaiah Hammonds and Jalen Harper, and you're gonna, it's tough to get reps, but boy, if you need somebody to get in there and do it, he can sure get her done for you. Yeah, I think back to the mannerisms. She's just really chilled and relaxed. I mean, it's just, what you want in a quarterback.
First and 10 after the first down run by Clark. Upended at the 29-yard line. 4-yard pickup.
Boy, Hayden took a shot. It looked like his ankle or knee there. I'm about ready to go down and take him off the field.
Yeah, he's coming off now. Kyron Axtell will come in.
Yeah, again, this is good for Kyron to get this game situation, these snaps. That's good for him.
Perhaps the final play of the third quarter. 2nd down and 6 from the 29. Axtell will run it up the middle, 25-20. He has a first down at the 18-yard line. Guthrie does not have to take a snap if they want to move this into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you see his athleticism right there.
Good read.
Yeah, great read. Very smart young man. Been watching him all through Little League. He's a very, very capable kid under the center.
We'll check that replay as the final few seconds come off, and good read. It was a good read.
Yeah, you'll see it right here. Reads the defense off the races. I mean, he covered 12 yards in a short period of time. Great job.
We'll come back, fourth quarter action. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
We're set for fourth quarter action. The Blue Jays, Guthrie High School leading the Southeast Spartans 49-6 in a 5A2 district matchup. Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans, along with our entire GMP TV production. Thursday night football, fall break in the state of Oklahoma. And a big shout out to Mineka Gibbs and family headed to McAlester, Oklahoma, and they got the game in their car. How cool is that?
That is cool. I had a call from somebody else earlier that wasn't going to be able to get back in time, so they were figuring out how to dial it in the YouTube page.
Willie Clymer dialing in on this play. Can he get into the end zone? He can.
Good for Willie.
Absolutely. Willie Clymer. We'll catch the replay of this here in a little bit. Boy, he showed off his speed as well.
We got some speed down there on the Blue Jay side as well, but that makes me happy seeing Willie celebrate down there. Great kid. And Good to see him getting the big old smile there for Willie. I love that. Great shot by Kel Evans. Here, you can tell how much Willie's thought of by his teammates. Everybody wants to come get a little time with Willie Clymer. Great job, Willie.
Guthrie trying to make it 56-6 with this extra point. Snap, Axtell now the holder. The kick is good. 11:48 play in the fourth quarter. We'll take a timeout. Safety first, Moneca. Be careful. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
Blue Jays led a scoring drive, 5 plays, 44 yards, a little under 3 minutes, and Willie Clymer, the senior, with the touchdown.
Yeah, it makes me happy. Look at here on the integrity replay. Willie takes the snap, gets out wide. He can fly, Chris. And another, he's going to get in no matter what. Had to push Jalen out of his way a little bit at the end of the play, but
the cameraman got bumped as well.
Everybody's taking shots tonight at Jelsma Stadium.
I think our crowd might go dead. It's been a long game. Fielded at the 30-yard line, reverse and field, cutting it at the 35 to the 40, and down at the 41-yard line to be 1st and 10 for Southeast.
Yeah, Southeast is still battling. Watching Eli, come on, he's getting loose, ready to go. Eli Maroney been a great performer for the Blue Jays all season. Looks like we have a few extra new players out there on the field.
Yeah, Josh DeMint being one of those. Looks like jersey number 23. That is Josh DeMint.
Did I see 2 out there also? Did I see a
Rigo
2?
Watson. 52. Number 52, Landon Gilbert.
There you go.
In there. Yeah, I think our crowd mics did go night-night. There's a bad snap, and Graham just falls down on it. Jackson Walters would be credited with the sack back at the 35-yard line.
I think Mr. Grahams wants this 11:28 to get off here. He's been running for his life most of the night. Great evening, though. I mean, he's shown why he's so well respected as an individual athlete. Second 17. Oh, brought down, intercepted, pass intercepted by Barnell, heading down the sideline. That's going to be pick 6 for number 16, Josh Burnell. Another, just a great job by Josh. I'll tell you, his brother, of course, Jacob's preferred walk-on at Oklahoma State University right now, and Josh has stepped right in where his brother was last year, done a fabulous job. Gets the great pick 6 there. Ronnie, I don't know if we can dial that up. The integrity heat in there replay, you'll see. Just trying to make something happen. Josh takes it. Nobody's going to touch him. Golden goal post for the Blue Jays.
I had to step away for some production, Phil.
Well, you're fired.
How was your pick 6 call?
You're fired.
Oh.
You're fired. I've already got 3 people on the air that said, oh, never mind. You're back. You're back.
Extra point up, and it is good. Blue Jays add to the lead 63-6. We'll take a timeout. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order? Cheeseburger. You got it. Just stop with the cheese now. I got the pickles. Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the 2 of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic cheesecake blast.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 at Highway 33.
I'm going to have to go back to the archives. I want to hear Phil's 33-yard pick six by Varnell.
You know, you drive me crazy when you step away to handle production stuff.
Well, I had to get the crowd noise for your call.
I'm going to tell you, there's 6 people that have commented that I need to take over play-by-play after that, though.
You must have a special feed.
What's in my mind?
Oh, okay. Josh Varnell, pick six, 33-yard return. That is your John Vance Motor scoring summary. Southeast will collect the ball on the short kick, and the Guthrie defense will be back on the field.
Josh, we were talking, Chris. Josh has done such a good job filling in. He stepped right in where his big brother was last year, and I tell you, he's a heck of a football player. Josh is in his own right. He's going to be he's a good one for us now. He'll be a good one for us next year as well.
Southeast will take over. 10:47 left in this one. Stay tuned. Terra Rancher Group post-game show. We'll have our North Church player of the game. We'll speak with him. We'll also talk with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe on the eve of Carl Albert Week. Handoff field, he reverses direction. Boy, he's looked like on TV, the video game. The way he turned, quick. It's another loss on the play. They don't give him the line of scrimmage. So. Second down 10, Maroney with the tackle.
Eliza. He's just really has came on this year. And of course, started out the season being the North Church player of the game up in Ponca City. Had an unbelievable ball game up there. Matty says that last play had the speed of a young Lance Powers.
Oh, 2001 graduate. 2002. Graham with a deep throw, and it is nicely broken up.
What a great play. That was a great defensive play.
Watson on the coverage, I do believe. Yeah, Rigo Watson on the coverage. Check this out.
Step for step here on the integrity replay. Does it just like you draw it up, looks back, finds the ball, makes a play on the ball. Outstanding coverage by Rico. That's perfect.
Eddie Hinkey, classmate. I don't know what year he graduated. We'll leave that one alone.
Hey, thanks, Eddie, for including me. Most people don't. I'm on there.
Graham rolls out. Graham about a yard past the original line of scrimmage, so 1 yard pickup, 3rd down and 9:43 and rolling in this fourth quarter. And we talked about it a little bit earlier in the broadcast, Phil, but obviously you want to, it'll be big. Guthrie or Carl Albert and McGinnis tomorrow.
Yeah, a big game, one of the best games in 5A, obviously.
If McGinnis wins that game, they're district champions.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a Guthrie fan and you want to be that district champion, you want Carl Albert to win tomorrow.
Yep.
And then Guthrie needs to beat Carl Albert next week for that three-way tie. You got to have some points fall in that place, but Guthrie can still. There's a bad snap, and it's picked up by the Jays, and it's going to be tackled at the 15-yard line. Again, Southeast has struggled all season long in the kicking game, but nice heads-up play there by Nate Benford. There is a flag down, so right now it's at the 15. We'll see where that's at. It's a penalty against Southeast, so this is going to be even better field position for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I mean, it's wheels have came off for Southeast, and Jays are pouring it on right now. And I mean, not trying to run the score up pouring on. They're just out there executing their offense. Got a lot of backups in the ball game, and kids are getting some valuable playing time. Love to see that. Nobody wants to see 70 on a board. I don't care, who you're playing.
And unfortunately, Southeast has seen that a few times with Carl Albert putting 70 points on the board. Piedmont put 63 points on the board. There's a couple of flags thrown in the middle of the pile.
That was a face mask, and he still got in the end zone.
Another late flag.
Yeah.
Alexander Clark, personal foul, face mask will be the call. I think that's going to be the reason for all 3 flags. Tough run there by Clark.
Yeah, great job by Clark.
Oh, he got in. I apologize.
Yeah, he got in. Yeah, he got in. Kid had a hold of his face mask as he was going in.
So Clark credited with a 10-yard touchdown run. Get a good shot of him coming into your screen.
That field mic's working. What'd you do?
The crowd, the microphone we use for post game, moved it into the camera well.
Yeah, very loud.
Nice in my ears.
Oh, of course it is. Oh, thank you, Chris.
When I do the mic checks for all the headsets, yours is extremely loud.
Do you do check when you do it?
No, I go fill. Yeah. Blue Jays looking to add on the extra point. They'll have a new kicker in there. Noah French will have time off on this one, trying to get it through there. Not on our roster. Extra kick is good. Guthrie adds to the lead 70-6. 8.5 to play in this one. Timeout from Jelsma. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays!
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Alexander Clark, latest Blue Jay to score. 10-yard touchdown run. Braden Cheney, good night tonight for the Blue Jays. He wears jersey number 8. B-R-A-Y-D-E-N in your program.
Kicking for your Blue Jays, number 81, Noah.
Saw Braden at Walmart, works at Walmart part-time. Saw him there the other night. He said, "Hello, Mr. Nichols." I looked for my dad. Thought something bad had happened. And very nice young man. Good hair, too, Chris. A lot of these kids have good hair. What's up with that?
French with the deep kickoff. That will go into the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for Southeast.
Chris, you need to get our friend Jed Wagner under control.
I'm not sure if I'm ready to talk about Jed Wagner right now.
You're gonna have to get him under control.
We had an outstanding F&M Bank commercial last year.
Yeah.
Jed decides to get another promotion at F&M Bank.
Oh boy.
He's a rock star on the video on the commercial for F&M Bank.
Yeah.
They come out with a new commercial. Nowhere to be found, no Jed Wagner. We lost 5 fans because no Jed Wagner in the F&M Bank commercial.
Well, Jed keeps this up, he's going to get banned.
Oh. I think Chris and Fitz should start doing push-ups for every point scored.
That is an immediate disqualification from ever posting again. If I do a push-up, it's because I've fallen down.
That means I'm eating ice cream.
Oh, boy.
Remember the push-ups?
Oh, yeah.
1st and 10 for the Spartans. Another tackle for loss. Good job by the Blue Jay defense in there.
Right, now Eddie Hinkey's joining in.
Oh, you got those two going, then you're in deep trouble there. 35, Nicholas Herendine on the tackle.
They're going to have to set on opposite sides of the classroom. Jed and Eddie are.
We need to get Cal Evans on the ROTC guys. We haven't got any ROTC guys all year win the push-ups. We'll see if we can get them on the screen, because those are the guys who really, truly do the push-ups as Blue Jays stop the run up the middle.
And they can do the push-ups. That's more important.
Ball carried by number 1. Translate Law for the Spartans.
So, Phil, we talked about the scenario for Guthrie. Still has the way to win the district championships. If you finish, when you look at the high school huddle top 5, and it's been this way for the last several weeks, and we don't know if it'll end this way. A third down play for the Spartans pass is incomplete. The high school huddle top 5 is teams from the 5A2 district and the 5A3 district. So Guthrie, Carl Albert, McGinnis, Coweta, McAllister, and
not Carl Albert.
I'm talking about 5A2 is Guthrie, McGinnis, Carl Albert. 5A3, Coweta, the number 1 team. Del City, and McAllister. So those are the top 6 teams in 5A. Now, there's some others out there that we've got to watch close.
Collinsville's hanging there.
Grove is in there. Malott MacArthur.
Taking it on the chin
Midwest City.
Yeah, Midwest City's in there.
Elgin. Southeast punts this one away. Fair catch called for by Harper and brings it in. So if you look at the playoffs, if Guthrie finishes first or second, they would have a home playoff game. But then you're playing in the second round either number 1 Coweta, McAllister, Del City on in the second round. If you finish third, you don't face any of those teams. You face maybe a Collinsville or Grove. So on paper, the third place team could have, I say easy round. I mean, all the second round games are going to be tough no matter who you play.
All good teams.
But you stay away from Coweta, McAllister, Del City, 3 of the top 4 teams right now in the high school huddle.
Yeah, and what makes Coweta so what makes Coweta so such a challenge? They can throw the ball so well, Chris, and they've got 2 kids that can throw the ball well.
Alexander Clark up to the 35-yard line. Pickup of 9, maybe 10 yards. So there's a lot to dissect. We're still in week 7. We've still got a lot of football ahead of time. And first things first with the Carl Albert Titans next week. They got a great running back. Of course, Carl Albert McGinnis play tomorrow night. I will definitely be dialed into that game to see how that one goes. But when you look at the Class 5A, you got 6, maybe 7 teams that feel like they can go win it all in December.
Yeah, and I think that's accurate. I think, Elgin's undefeated. You talked about them. Mac, Midwest City locked up in the game tonight, both battling for the top spot in their district. I mean, there's 5A's as deep this year as they've been in years. I mean, there's the top. There's 7, 8, 9 teams that are very, very good football teams.
Clark, after picking up 9 yards, will have the first down at their run of 4. Nightmare Kilo, watching on GMP TV, says Coweta is a powerhouse, and this is their year to run. Last year was Collinsville year with everything lined up. This is Coweta's year, best chance to win. Luke Young, question: how many more do we need to win to lock a home playoff game? You got to finish first or second, and even if McGinnis wins tomorrow, if McGinnis beats Carl Albert tomorrow, McGinnis is the district champions. Then it comes down to Guthrie, Carl Albert for the 2 spot, which will be decided next week.
Yeah, so we'll know next week.
Yeah, so
I mean, Shawnee still looking for their first win.
Lott Nike
struggling. So I mean, it's that's kind of where it is. We'll know a lot this time next week.
Yeah, I don't say regardless, because there is a scenario in the 3-way tie, depending on points, Guthrie can still finish third. But if McGinnis wins tomorrow, and then Guthrie beats Carl Albert next week, then Guthrie's the 2 seed and hosting the first-round playoff game, much like last year when they shut out Noble. And then had to go on the road to McAllister.
Yeah, that was your prize for doing so well. And of course, just came up short, just battled to the very, very end. But 5A is going to be entertaining regardless. It's going to be 2 great teams. Whoever makes it to the finals, it's going to be a heck of a game.
Good look there at 72. Andrew Knight checking into the lineup for the Blue Jays. But if you finish third, you have a tough first-round game, but then you avoid McAllister. Del City. Coweta.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously these kids are battling. They want to win district. They're they're going to be cheering for Carl Albert tomorrow night and get the right point spread and then have us beat Carl Albert the following week, and then everything's back open in front of you. But, you know, you look at the playoff scenarios and the matchup scenarios, there's no doubt, logically, that 3's an easier path, the 3 seed.
Yeah,
I mean, it is.
You're on the road for both games.
You're on the road for both games, but I don't think in high school football that means as much. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from home crowds, but I think it means less at the high school level.
I would agree with that. I would also agree that the Lady J softball team plays at 1:30 tomorrow in the state semifinals.
Maybe we got to go. Maybe we got to go to that. That'd be fun.
Kyron Axtell will get to the 15, maybe the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 7, so it's a fresh set of downs for the Blue Jays.
Ronnie's got a big weekend this weekend, going up to play in the alumni golf tournament for his alma mater, Cowley County.
What about my weekend?
Chris on the weekend, he'll be doing whatever Sam asked him to do.
Reba McIntyre.
Did you want to go or did Sam want to go?
Both.
She's pretty good.
Yeah.
Who's the opening act?
Terry Clark.
Late 90s Terry Clark.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
2:07 left in this one.
You know how I knew to say late 90s? I always hear my wife saying early 80s, Phil. Oof.
Alexander Clark tackled by the ankles as he gets to the 10-yard line. Pick up a 4. 1, maybe, we'll go 2, maybe 3 plays left in this one.
I have a revival in border. We're calling it the Border States Revival.
And we're calling it Revival still.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Border State Revival. Meeting up with my Kansas crew.
Mm-hmm. A lot of lights at the Revival?
Well, I mean, lights. It's a show.
Do you guys play a lot of games?
Well, there's games played.
Yeah, there's games played.
Yeah.
Free to get in?
Oh yeah, no,
okay.
No charge to get into heaven. Always fun. A lot of quality time. Family and friends.
Are there any clocks where you go at?
No clocks.
No clocks inside the...
Well, because you want to stay focused on
the revival.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got to stay focused. It's very important.
Looks like we will have to maybe have... No, we can get one more play in unless we snap it a little too quick here. I think with good officiating, this should be the last snap of the ball game. Last carry will go to Alexander Clark. It'll be for a loss, and that will be the final snap if Guthrie elects to do so. I would certainly think they would say we'll move on to 6-1 on the year. Southeast about to fall to 4-3. Guthrie does not have to take another snap. Stay tuned. Terror Insure Group postgame show. We'll hear from our player of the game. We'll also hear from Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe. And Phil, Blue Jays 6-1 on the year. Final ticks here. Blue Jays win it 70-6.
Good win for the Blue Jays. I think everybody got out healthy. We got Isaiah back on the field. Got him some game time snaps after being out for 4 weeks, 3 games. Had that bye in there. And tell you, you kind of check all the boxes tonight for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays Spartans shake hands at midfield. Guthrie wins it by a final score 70-6. Take a timeout, get set for the Terror Insure Group post-game show. Blue Jays 6-1 on the season, now 2-1 in district play. Southeast falls to 4-3 overall, 0-3 in district play. Back after this is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m., where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Those headphones on. In the microphone.
All right.
Yeah.
Blue Jays win it 70-6. We got a few commercial breaks to catch up with, and then we'll be officially into the TIG postgame show. Blue Jays win it. Back after this.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from, marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited. Welcome back. Jelsma Stadium. Blue Jays win it over Southeast. Final score 70-6. Blue Jays 6-1 on the season. Carl Albert Titans on the horizon. Guthrie make the trip to Midwest City next Friday night. We welcome you inside the Terra Insure Group post-game show, TIGOK.com. Good to hear Dennis Oaks is getting better and healthier as we move on. Big shout out to Jason Herzl and Seth Robbins as well. 622 South Division, Terra Insure Group. We now go down to the field as we bring in our North Church Guthrie player of the game, senior number 8, Braden Cheney. Braden, congratulations on the win, and good to probably get the victory, get the taste, the bad loss out of your bad taste out of your mouth.
Yes, that was a tough loss after Bishop McGinnis, but we knew that we had every much as right.
Yeah, no, and Braden, there we go. I think we got the microphone situated there. But
was it good? All right.
Yeah. Just talk about that again.
Yeah, the Bishop McGinnis loss was pretty tough for us, but we knew that a couple bad calls, but we just know next week we couldn't take Southeast lightly. So I think we were kind of mentally drained, but overall I think we did a pretty good job. Offense kept on scoring and defense kept on doing their thing.
Braden, you've done a great job all year on the defensive side of the ball, been a great leader, made some huge plays. Last week had some big-time plays in that ball game against McGinnis. And we talked about, you want to win every game. I know that was a tough one for you guys last week, but I walked out of the stadium last Friday night saying we can beat anybody in the state of Oklahoma in 5A football. I don't think there's any doubt. Then you come in this week, it's a hard game to get up for. You guys come into it knowing that you should handle Southeast, and you did. Talk about kind of the emotion from going from that game of the week atmosphere to this week.
Yeah, the atmosphere last week was a lot big since it was the game of the week. And this game, it wasn't like a big atmosphere because everybody's like, oh, it's Southeast, it's probably not going to be as good. But they really did have some good athletes. I mean, they were making plays down the field sometimes, but I think, we just got the win, and we just got to go on and get ready for Carl Albert.
Speaking with Braden Cheney, the North Church player of the game, you and Zach Henry, the last line of the defense, and just talk about how you guys have worked together, being that last line to prevent the offense from getting past you guys. But talk about you and Zach working together as you did now for your third season in a row.
We try to just stay behind and not let anything pass us. We try to communicate as much as possible, especially with Nate, and since X was out of this game, Kyron was in there. But we always just say communication is key, and we always have the alley. We always talk on the field, so I think that's really good for me and Zach. I like having them there at safety. So.
Well, Braden, we're very, very proud of you, but I got somebody that's more important that wants me to say hi to you. Big brother Dalton Cheney says, that's my brother, way to go. Tell him I'm proud of him. Big brother's very proud of you right now.
Thank you, Dalton. Yeah, he came last week, and he surprised me from New Mexico. He didn't want to. He didn't want to text me and get my mind off the game last week. So,
well, I'll tell you, you've done everybody proud in this community. We know how much your family supports you and loves you. You got a wonderful family, and obviously Dalton's a heck of a big brother. But we're proud of you. Keep doing it. Get ready for that big game next Friday against Carl Albert.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. And it's away. It's gonna be a good game.
All right, thank you, Braden. Congratulations, North Church Guthrie player of the game. Here as the Blue Jays take down Southeast by a final score of 70-6. Take a time out here on the Terra Insure Group post-game show. Coming up next, we'll hear from Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe, get his thoughts on tonight's victory, but also look ahead to the big showdown next week with the Carl Albert Titans. Back after this is the Terra Insure Group post-game show.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Strive Wellness Lounge is a professional concierge nursing-led practice using cutting-edge technology to give you convenient care, IV therapy, telehealth, medical weight loss, men's health, ED, testosterone, and hormone therapy. Nutrition and hydration are delivered to your cells via IV infusion. In our Wellness Lounge, or the convenience of your residence, hotel room, or place of business within reasonable time of receiving your call or text. Call us at 405-293-4160.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
That's all we talked about.
Welcome back inside the Terra Insure Group postgame show. Blue Jays victorious inside Jelsma Stadium, 70-6 over the Southeast Spartans. Blue Jays improved to 6-1 overall. Southeast falls to 4-3. More on that here a little bit, as Blue Jays also improved to 2-1 in district play. Time now to visit with the Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe. And Coach, Southeast, we talked about Graham and Field, and we've seen it, watch Piedmont and all that good stuff. But boy, see it in person, it's a very athletic, fun group to watch.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, for fall break, I thought our home crowd was just incredible. These guys are really electric. They kept me up all week, and trying to convince our boys, how good they were until they saw it live. It was pretty impressive. 5 speed and change of direction along with 4, and then 9's a really, really good receiver in space. We just had to hunker in and just battle and scrap, and we had to stay in coverage for 3, 4, 5 seconds. I thought our defensive line, and our linebackers did a great job of getting pressure and really just chasing most of the evening. And then, offensively, offensive line blocked down, kicked out. Zaya had some good runs. Alex Clark had some good runs. Calvert had some good runs, threw and caught effectively, and then we capitalized on a lot of their mistakes. So, good night for the Blue Jays.
Coach, it was good to see Isaiah get in there and get some game time snaps, get back into the flow of the game. There was a spin move he made in the second quarter. I looked at Chris. I said, well, he realizes that knee's okay. And that's a big part of it, just psychologically. Oh, yeah. Just figuring out that, hey, I can trust this knee.
Yeah, and we wanted, and we left him in there maybe a little bit longer, but that was intentional just for game shape. And just for him to, just to get back in the groove, obviously, with the big game looming next week.
And, Coach, it is a big game, of course, big game tomorrow with McGinnis and Carl Albert. Guthrie still has that chance to win a district championship. It'll depend on what happens tomorrow and, of course, next week as well. But, Coach, Carl Albert, a great program year in and year out. And the first thing that pops up to me is their great running back. I mean, he's like 3 or 4 touchdowns almost every single game he goes out there, and they will present a tall challenge next week. Yeah, there'll be 2 outstanding running backs on that field next week. Or this tomorrow night with McGinnis and Carl Albert. Yeah. And then next week, we got our tailback and they got theirs. And, their kid is big. He's 220, 225 pounds and 6'2", and he's a 4.5 sprinter. And he has really, really come into his own. Offensive line's blocking well. They got that move in at tight end. And I think that their quarterback, the DeQuasi kid, is going to play tomorrow night against Bishop. So it'll be his first time out since the early shoulder injury at Coweta. So, we're obviously very interested in that ball game. Us playing tonight, we get 1 day extra rest. We don't get an extra prep day because, they haven't played the game yet, but we do get 1 day extra rest, so that's good for us. Coach, let me backpedal a little bit. How was how was the team this week after the emotional loss to Bishop McGinnis, a game that very well could have won? How they respond to the coaching and the mental part of it this week?
No, I think the product was on the field tonight. Yeah. This bunch, I told them after the game, I think McGinnis can beat anybody in 5A, and I think we can beat McGinnis. And we came up, a couple plays short, and had some tough calls down the stretch. So they were angry. They were upset, would be the best way to say it, as opposed to being down or second guessing themselves, because they played a well ball game against McGinnis. And just came out on the wrong side of it. So we were a little beat up. That was an extremely physical game. We rested some guys. We held Nico out tonight. We limited Landon Herzl a little bit. So those type of things played into the week and then a short week. But I thought our preparation and the coaches had everybody ready to play, and the kids were ready to go.
Coach, last week after the game, I left the stadium. I told Chris this earlier tonight. I came into the game last week knowing that we were one of the best teams in 5A. I left the game absolutely convinced that there are 6 or 7 teams in 5A that have a legitimate chance of hoisting the gold ball later this year. I think the kids played fabulous. Defense was just great last week, and I thought for a game like this is a tough game to get up for. It just is. I think games like this is where you coaches earn your pay, right? Because it's hard to get these kids up, and I thought you guys did a great job preparing them.
This bunch, they scored 80 and 50 and 60 on the other inner city schools, and then they scored 33 on Piedmont. They scored 36 on Cash, and they scored 18 on Carl Albert, and that wasn't mop-up time. Right. So for us to hold them to 6 tonight, was huge. And again, we didn't let the quarterback get comfortable. He could still throw it from any angle, as you saw.
Yeah.
But, our guys had to stay in coverage, and then, Coach Lane finally stopped throwing it late there, and, when we kind of backed off. But, if you're going to come in and throw the ball down 60 points, we're going to come after you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey, one other thing I noticed, Coach, very serious thing. I noticed the beard's coming back.
Yeah.
I've always said when you get deep into district play, that's when Coach grows the big beard.
Yeah.
It's back.
Yeah, I didn't shave on Sunday. I usually just start at my neck and just shave over the top of my head. But I was helping over at the farm last Sunday, so I didn't make it. I didn't get it shaved. But no, we came through healthy tonight. We got some kids some time under the lights that typically wouldn't get under the lights. Some of our junior varsity guys, and they performed well. And just in a good place right now, and really excited about the challenge of Carl Albert. They beat McGinnis, we beat them, and it goes to points, and we'll see where it all shakes out. So it's a tall task. They're a very good ball club, and we're on the road, but it is what it is, and the kids are looking forward to it. So.
Well, we look forward to it as well, Coach. Appreciate your time. Congratulations on the win. Have a great, great week of practice, and it'll be another great Guthrie-Carl Albert showdown for a very important district spot.
Absolutely. Thank you, fellas.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Coach Kelly Beebe here on the Terra Insure Group post-game show. Jays win it. Final score, 70-6. Take a time out and come back with a whole lot more. This is the TIG post-game show.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, and Dennis Oakes aren't limited to any single provider. We'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 405-293-4880 or stop by at 622 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Come back. Blue Jays victorious over Southeast 70-6. Terra Insure Group postgame show, tigok.com. Go to the website, check it out, get a quote right there for a myriad of type of things that you need for insurance. They have different companies to select from.
Yeah.
For carriers.
Great work comp providers.
Okay.
Do you have any of that?
For you, we're going to look at your contract. We're going to look at the contract.
Always comes back to the contract.
You signed a 3-year deal.
I did.
You signed on.
I got to get new representation.
Blue Jays sign on for their 6th victory of the season. 6-1 on the season. Came out and did exactly what they needed to. Southeast, I think, made Guthrie work a little bit. Yeah. Instead of just mail it in, Southeast scored early, and Guthrie's like, oh, okay, we got to cover, we got to tackle.
Yeah,
and they did.
Yeah, they did. And Coach talked about it in the post-game interview. But the speed everywhere in those skilled positions. I mean, there would be places on many of the top-ranked teams across the state for 3 or 4 of those kids to be on the field, no doubt about it. But Blue Jays obviously came out with a big win.
70-6 is the final score, and we got to pull this graphic. I mean, I worked hard on it. Tonight was the 10th meeting between these schools. Guthrie has won now the last 9 meetings. Yeah. Southeast has their first win was the first meeting back in 1977. Southeast had not scored in 6 of the 9 games, and now they have scored in 7 of the 10 games. So Guthrie now 9-1 in this series.
Yeah, and this is a tough deal. I mean, you don't want to be in 5A2 or 5A3.
Right now, you sure don't.
I mean, you sure don't. And for years, we've been talking about 5A2 with the, consistency of, for years it was Guthrie, Carl Albert, Shawnee. You had those teams in there.
Deer Creek.
Now it's Guthrie, Bishop McGinnis, Carl Albert, so just stacked. And then on 3, of course, McAllister, Coweta, and Del City, with Del City dropping down this year. So 2 tough, very, very tough districts in 5A, and I think the eventual state champion is going to obviously come out of one of those 2 districts.
No doubt about that. And Nightmare Kilo had one thing. We can confirm this. They said Guthrie might have to play Del City in the first round. We guarantee that will not happen.
Guaranteed.
There's no way.
Scenario.
No scenario there. So Guthrie 5A2. 5A2 will match up with 5A1 in the first round, and then you cross bracket into 5A3 and 5A4 in the second round. But plenty of football before we get to that.
Whole bunch.
We're going to take our final timeout here on the Terra Insure Group post-game show. When we come back, highlights of tonight's game, and there were plenty of them. We'll share those with you after this. This is the Terra Insure Group post-game show.
Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Guthrie Bluejays from the first game all the way to the championship game. With years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Lynette and Chuck take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. The Hayes family supports Guthrie student athletes on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz. Visit online at hayesfh.com.
Final thoughts from the stadium are ahead on the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065. At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, and Dennis Oakes aren't limited to any single provider. We'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 405-293-4880 or stop by at 622 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
17-0.
We're back for the final time here inside the Terra Insure Group post-game show. Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Phil, you want to hit some South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update real quick?
Yeah, we'll hit it real quick. I'm in 3A, so I'm going to stay there. We had Perkins Tryon getting the win 49-16 over Mount St. Mary tonight. McLeod wins 34-26 over Manford. Plainview loses to Pauls Valley. Plainview was number 9 in the rankings, loses to a 3-4 Pauls Valley team, 35-34. Muldrow beats Stigler, 41-33.
I'll let you pull up 6A2. I got 6A1 scores here real quick. Norman leads Edmond Santa Fe late in the fourth quarter, 20-17. Norman North, easy time over Southmore as expected, 64-10. Union, big time over Mustang, 53-21. Tulsa Union, number 1 team in the high school huddle rankings. Bixby, number 2, Phil. Owasso leads it over UConn, 36-17. And tomorrow, Bixby tries to extend that win streak to 56 games with Broken Arrow. But the game of the night, I think, in 6A1 tonight anyway, Enid, the Plainsmen, take down Westmore 9-7 and a great baseball score.
Yeah, great baseball score. And Enid's, they've got that thing going in the right direction. They're doing some good things. Coach Woods is doing a great job, and that Enid community is behind their kids. I'm going to hop down to 6A2 for the South Point Baptist Church scoring update. Stillwater, number 1 ranked team, consensus number 1 ranked team or I should say unanimous number 1 6A team in the high school huddle, wins big over Bartlesville 55-7. Muskogee continues their undefeated season, 48-13 over Tahlequah. Sand Springs, the Sandites, are number 5 ranked team in 6A2 in the high school huddle rankings, wins big over Putnam City West, 44-14. And the Battle of the Ponca City and Putnam City, Ponca wins 13-7.
Kind of a light schedule in 5A football. Of course, the game of the week is tomorrow with Carl Everett at Bishop McGinnis. But, of course, Guthrie wins 76. McAllister takes down East Central 68-7. There was Coweta, number 1 team now in 5A football, takes down Durant 58-6. A 5A2 matchup, Lawton Ike and Shawnee, and this is the game that probably to keep somebody out of last place. And right now, late in the ball game, Lawton Ike leads Shawnee. That game being played in Shawnee tonight. But Lawton Ike, the Eagles lead at 17-12. Duncan Big over Altus tonight, 56-0.
A few quick 4A scores here. You got Broken Bow late, winning 28-7. Looks like they're going to take down the number 2 ranked Poto Pirates. 28-7. John Marshall wins over Woodward 36-17. Elk City wins big over 10th ranked Chickasha. Elk City ranked 3 in this poll, 51-14. Bethany wins big 41-0. Cushing, the unanimous number 1 pick or number 1 ranked team right now in 4A, wins 63-8 over McLean.
And another huge score in softball in the Class 5A state tournament. The Guthrie Lady Jays in 10 innings take down the number 3 seeded team Tahlequah. Final score 8-6. Lady Jays at one time were down 4-0. Scored 2 runs in the 7th and then 2 runs in the 10th to win it 8-6. So the state semifinals tomorrow at USA Hall of Fame Stadium. Piedmont and Carl Albert will play at 11 a.m. Piedmont the number 1 seed, Carl Albert the number 4 seed. They will play to get to the state championship game. Guthrie will take on the 2 seed Coweta Tigers. Well, we talk about Guthrie Coweta on the football, how good that would be. We'll get a preview of that tomorrow in softball. Guthrie and Coweta will play at 1:30 for the right to play in the state championship game. State championship game, if you want to make your plans now, hopefully the Lady Jays will be there, 2:30 Saturday afternoon. If you can't make it out there, you can watch the softball games on the NFHS network. But congratulations to the Lady Jays win tonight. They're in the state semifinals. They're making their way back home, hopefully getting a good night rest before they take on Coweta tomorrow, 1:30 at Hall of Fame Stadium.
Got a good feeling about these Lady Jays. I tell you what, just ask everybody to get out if you can make it out to the game tomorrow. Get out and support these girls. And then again, once they get the win tomorrow, Chris, everybody needs to show up 2:30 Saturday and help them bring home the state championship.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. Hopefully you can be there and cheer on those Lady Jays, and it will be a fun atmosphere.
Yeah,
it will definitely be there. So. That'll do it for our broadcast. Want a big hello to Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, and Dennis Oaks with Terra Insure Group. And big news, Dennis is getting healthy, and he's almost getting back to himself, and had a little surgery to relieve some pain. And we can't wait to have him back inside Jelsma doing the PA duties.
And just pain-free.
Yeah.
Being able to live his life. I mean, he's obviously a very active guy, very active with his grandkids and in the community. And we wish Dennis, our friend Dennis, nothing but the best.
Final score for the final time tonight inside Jelsma Stadium. Blue Jays take down the Southeast Spartans. Final score 70-6. Blue Jays 6-1 overall, 2-1 in district play. Southeast falls to 4-3 overall, 0-3 in district play, but they are a much improved ball club. First-year head coach Matt Lane doing a great job.
Doing a good job.
And we wish them the best of luck the rest of the season.
Yep. And, it's tough to come out here in this situation. Yeah. And keep playing and keep competing. And the kids did that, and Coach has got them going in the right direction.
Big thank you to all of our great sponsors up and down the list, and they allow us to come out every Thursday and Friday night, hopefully one Saturday in December to cover all this great stuff. So big thank you to them, and a big thank you to all of our great viewers out there on GMP TV. We appreciate the comments and all that great stuff. We truly, truly appreciate you guys, and we look forward to you next week. Big thank you to our camera operators once again, Kel Evans and Mason Russell on top. Kel Evans down on the field with all the pictures and sounds. Great job on the production crew up here. Braden Russell, Cody Knox, and Ronnie Phillips knocked it out. Perhaps one of their best games.
They had one of their best games. I had the absolute worst first half of my life.
Hey, you rebound. It's all about getting I
killed a man.
It happens. And there's Ronnie's graphic.
There he is.
We had to get that in there real quick. So
that's great.
All right. Our next broadcast 1 week from tomorrow night when the Guthrie Blue Jays travel to Midwest City, Oklahoma, take on the Carl Albert Titans. It should be a good one. District standings will be on the line. 1, 2, or 3 could be on the line. Definitely 2 or 3. Maybe number 1. Depends on what happens tomorrow between Carl Albert and McGinnis. That'll do it. For my partners, Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. Have a great Friday. Don't forget, you got to go to work tomorrow. If you got to punch in, today is Thursday. Go to work tomorrow. Until then, have a great weekend. And, of course, go Blue Jays.
Guthrie Bluejay Football 2022 is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, and you. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. Exxon, we build better business owners. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. North Church Guthrie, you matter. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 24:15. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. And F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. Guthrie Bluejay Football is also brought to you by the Guthrie Tag Agency, A-Team Overhead Door, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Interbank, Hayes Tree Services, Russell Family Pools, Strive Wellness Lounge, and Merritt Roberts, Oklahoma Farm Bureau. You've been listening to Guthrie Bluejay Football on the Guthrie Bluejay Network, home of the 4-time state champions. Until next time, go Blue Jays!